Nova27 Radio has explicit content. Parental advisory is highly suggested.
Manny Ward's here. Manny Ward. Welcome, Manny.
Ward is here.
Coming straight from, well, you were in California, right?
God,
San Francisco, no longer.
God.
You made the move to where?
Right outside of Philly.
Philly.
Just moved into our new house.
Nice. Congratulations. That's
Congrats.
exciting.
Do we have the clapping thing?
We will. It'll be on there. I'll overdub it in later. Yeah, that's cool. So you're happy with the new place?
I'm super happy because I went without privacy for 7 months.
Ooh.
Living in the partner's mother's house.
Wow.
In the room he grew up in.
Your partner's mother, huh?
Did he have posters?
No.
Wait.
Posters of what?
Like David Cassidy
No.
and shit like that?
It was like his old room?
No, it
That's
was his old
awesome.
room.
That's
But,
awesome.
no, it's an Irish Catholic family, so you had a picture of the lamb and a writing here about whatever Jesus did at the time.
Oh, Lord.
And there.
Very nice.
Don't talk about Jesus. I have Jesus on my iPhone.
What is he doing there?
Jesus.
It's a picture of him right there.
You have Yeezus?
Do you really?
I swear.
No, Jesus.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Literally,
nice. Wait, that's the one from like Dogma or something,
This is
isn't
what.
it?
This is the one I was
the
feeling.
one
I
on
was
the
feeling
church.
down a couple of days ago, so my dad decided to take a picture of it and send it to me.
Oh,
that's
So I
sweet.
said-
It helped, right?
That's nice.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
well, it kept us on a
You
straight.
should have had a picture of me there.
I do. That one's next to my bed for those fun times I have at night
Yeah. Good.
when I can't sleep.
Yeah, throwing darts.
As long as I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
Right to the right next to my bed,
That's nice.
right next to my Hitachi magic wand.
Nice.
Wow.
Hitachi.
We're getting a little descriptive
Magic wand. I like that.
now. Well, you have one?
Did Hitachi?
Yeah.
Did
I think he just
Hitachi make
blushed. It was
those?
hard to tell, but I think he did.
He blushed a little bit.
No,
Yeah. That's okay. You don't
Everybody
have to
has
blush.
one.
I don't have one.
You got
Shit.
that right.
You don't
I
have
don't
one?
need one.
You don't put it in the backside?
Ooh.
Nah.
Ooh.
Liar.
I like your finger.
Oh, you rather? That's cool. That's cool
Here we
too.
go with the finger.
You know what I'm saying? And when I'm ready to go, you just pull it out real quick.
That's it.
Oh.
Snaps just like that.
Yowza.
That's the exact sound it makes.
You want to try that?
Dude,
Dude, I kind of want to know what it tastes like. I've had a few bottles of this,
I gotta finish this first.
and it's always like a friend of mine who ends
I
up
thought we were
drinking
talking
it.
about fingers and asses. I wonder what it tastes like. I'm like,
Wanna try-
John,
Oh,
you can say it.
tell him. Tell him, Harry.
What does it taste like?
Yeah.
The finger in the bum?
Strawberries.
Why are you asking me? I said
Everybody has tasted their own stuff. Don't even lie.
The bum hole?
You've never kissed your girlfriend over?
You tasted your own bum?
Yeah.
Really? How's it taste like? Peanuts?
Good. Depends on what. Depends
What
on
is going on
what
over
week.
there?
You know. What I've been eating, I guess.
I am just
Strawberry.
Bits and pieces.
Are you out of it right now? Oh, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Don't
shutting
be
up on
shy.
the tasting his own
This
bum
is,
hole thing.
That means yes, he did, because somebody would either say no or yes.
That means
That's
yes,
okay.
he did and he enjoyed
That's okay. Why would you be disgusted if it's your own stuff? I don't get it.
Well, no, some people are freaked out about
Yeah,
it.
I'm freaked out.
Come.
Like
Oh,
when I
whoa.
come, I don't taste my own.
You don't know what your own
No,
stuff
I
tastes
don't.
like?
I haven't done that either.
Nah.
What are y'all waiting
I'm not
for?
into that shit. I don't like
I don't
tasting
know,
my own
some-
cum.
Did you before?
Eh,
All right.
I
You
don't
have
know. It's
tasted
kind of
it, you
weird.
dirty
It's
fuck.
kind of.
Oh
It's
my
kind of
No,
weird.
things happen by mistake.
Yeah, they happen, but sometimes you don't know. You'd be like, is this me or is it like somebody else? Or
Wait, somebody else like who?
I know.
John, you don't know?
Stop acting like you
Now.
guys into it.
Wow. No, I've never.
It's an
I don't know.
acquired taste. Let's just put it that way.
Well, not really. It depends
It
what
is.
you eat
It's
for
an
dinner or
no, it's an acquired
dessert.
taste.
Really?
I think.
It's like scotch.
I-
What is it like?
Ugh.
What is like the
Scotchy,
texture
scotchy.
of
Salty.
it? Is it the texture or is it the taste? The actual
Why are you
taste of
asking
it?
me?
Because I
Like,
want to know.
Why are you asking me?
Because you
think I
said it's
do?
an acquired taste.
I'm just saying. From what I heard.
All right, guys.
Oh, okay.
Who's looking somebody's
So
cum?
when somebody explained it
Don't
to
renege
you,
on your previous
when
statement.
somebody explained it to you, the acquired taste, is it the texture or is it the
No.
Well, we
taste
can
to
find
me
out
is
who.
Is it like silky?
We
or is
can
it like,
find
you
out right
know-
now who does it because they said your teeth get whiter. Let me see your teeth, Harry.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah,
That's
that's,
a
what
lie.
they say.
So.
That's what they say.
Sorry,
Let me see your
I
teeth,
got
Manny.
later in a minute.
No, why? Oh, no privacy.
Really?
Hello.
Not even now?
Well, we just getting in the house and my back was fucked up all week.
You
That's
mean
okay.
it- you
Makes
mean
it
it-
better.
I'm like, no, wait.
That's right.
You
His
need
back
your back
is fucked up
straightened
all
out.
week.
That's what it is.
No, it
Yeah,
needs
he
to be
does.
straightened out. No, it was messed up, man. It was messed up.
From
I
what?
couldn't move.
From not having sex.
Oh.
No, he moved into his new place. They were
Oh,
moving
so you're
everything.
leaving
So
moving boxes?
yeah.
Well,
moving
yeah.
boxes.
Actually, it wasn't even boxes. It was my my desk.
Porn stash.
My porn stash. I'm my own porn stash. My desk.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my nephew and top step pop, and I'm like,
Oh, man.
Ah.
Those are the signs of the times.
yes, it is.
What
Yes,
sign
it
is that? That you guys are getting
That I'm
old?
getting old.
That's okay. Old's hot.
Yeah, she thinks I'm older.
I like
Oh.
older.
She likes them
Okay.
older.
How are those keys?
Oh, they're right between my fucking
Is-
pussy. You want to fucking smell them?
Yeah.
Is it just older? Is it just older chicks or is it older dudes too?
Older in general. Older both.
Just older in general.
That's good to know. That's good
Older.
to
Something
know.
about older I've always found attractive, whether it be man or woman. They're just, not everybody ages gracefully, right? So it's certain people. It's a certain demeanor. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you dress.
That's true.
I can't see myself dating a 21-year-old boy. There's very, few and far in between. You'll find a mature 21-year-old boy or man. for
Very
that,
true.
Yeah.
Who cares? They're 21.
If you're looking for like a hot,
Yeah, for a good time, okay. But even then, 21.
Nah.
Wait,
They don't know
21.
much.
If they're 21, you want to talk
You
to them.
would 41 or 21. What would you
You
rather?
just say,
fuck?
get over here.
41 or 21. Would you?
Well, that's a different story.
That's a
I don't
big
know.
difference.
Yeah,
It is a story. It's-
Like, what
for
are we
me,
talking
I'd say-
about?
There's
I'd
a
say
different
41.
text.
Talking about
to
cuddle
it.
time and hanging out and
You
talking.
don't like that old muff?
T-
We've talked about this before. You don't like that hairy
It's
porn smuff? 48 stretch
not-
marks?
well, I'm
that
not,
kind of body?
I'm not talking about. You're talking about developing the relationship and talk. At least having a
No, I'm
discussion.
talking about just having sex with them.
Well, to me, 21 is the. I would say 24. 21 is a little too young.
21, they still don't know.
but- well, you showed them.
They haven't really yet. They still walk a certain way. They haven't
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
have like patience.
Well, it's always good to be their first
is
experience.
that poppers? No.
No, damn. We know what's on his mind.
Oh shit!
So anyway,
Anyway, so we're here.
anyway.
Okay,
So Manny, let's get back on the subject
Okay.
to you because we like you so much.
Yeah.
So you started your career in where, like 1985? You were in the Air Force and you started moonlighting as a DJ on the Air Force base. How's that work?
So how's this work? In 88.
88.
That's when it really happened because so joined the Air Force. They sent me to Clovis, New Mexico, which is right on the border of Texas, in the middle of nowhere whatsoever. So I had my friend at the time, was my neighbor, send me my equipment. That kept me busy. Word got out that I had equipment.
So you had the equipment already.
in my room. Yeah, he sent it to me. So, and he would
Damn.
buy me records once a month.
Is this a
From Vinyl
friend or a
Mania.
sugar daddy?
No, it was my friend. I was too young to have a sugar daddy at that
You're
time.
never too young to have.
No, you're never too young to have a sugar
I
daddy.
was. I didn't. At that point, I didn't know what a sugar daddy was.
I need to find a sugar
wasn't.
mama.
This isn't about you.
It's always about
It's
Harry.
not about you,
Go
Harry.
ahead, go ahead.
Yeah.
Man.
So your sugar daddy was sending you gear and
My
records.
friend was sending me records. I would,
And poppers.
pay him just records. But
Pay him
and
out.
then one of the DJs at the club, the NCO club, got orders out of there, and they approached me to do it, and I'm like, hell no.
Why not?
Because it was in the middle of Clovis, New Mexico. The stuff that I was playing was dance music at the time, like Serious Intention, You Don't Know, all that stuff like that. Sheena Easton 101. They wanted popular shit.
Uh-huh.
You know, they wanted C'est La Vie and what else is out at that time? Oh, I don't know. Cameo, Word Up, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I can play that. But at the same time, they wanted me to play rock and country. I'm like, no.
You don't like country?
No, I don't. The only country I go as far as is Bonnie Raitt, and that's about it.
So when you were DJing your sets at the time, were you like setting them up prior to, like knowing what you were going to play and stuff?
Well,
Or
I
you-
had to, after they convinced me and they said you're going to get paid and everything, I had to kind of conform to them, and I tried to play everything. Like 3, 3, and 3. I played 3 rock songs, played dance songs, played country songs, until I realized you can't keep everybody happy, and it's guy came and threatened to turn over my tables because I didn't play enough rock. And he did, and I was like, that's it. I'm never doing that shit again. So
Wow.
from there on, I just played dance music or anything that you could dance to.
So
Right.
where did you play? I mean,
I started
during that time?
like an NCO club in Clovis, New Mexico.
Okay.
No, on the bass. And then they heard me from town, and I started playing all over Clovis, New Mexico. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, I was the one.
Population 110.
Exactly. One
Nothing wrong with
bus
that. That's a good
and
start.
one taxi cab in the whole town. It's disgusting. Anyway,
And how long were you over there stationed?
like 3 years.
Damn.
So you're doing that for 3 years.
That's a long time.
No, because I got there in 85. I started in 88. So
Okay.
I guess a year and a half I was playing.
Right.
And then I decided to get out, and they actually, Clovis wanted me to stay behind and become the DJ. I'm like, bye.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. And I had no intention on DJing when I got back.
Oh, really?
No intention whatsoever.
So how did you develop more into the music?
Listening
Like,
to BLS and Kenny Carpenter and Timmy Regisford, and I was like, I can do that. And luckily, Bill knew somebody who was throwing a party. Bill's my partner, y'all.
Right.
And
Shout out to Bill.
shout out to Bill.
Shout out to Bill. I love you, Bill.
Yeah, he loves you too. I don't understand why.
So they've met.
He loves me.
Oh yeah.
He
They
loves
met quite
only
a few
because
times.
I've been there at certain times.
Yeah, I know. Shut up, Harry.
Been
He
there
has
for
seen
what?
Things.
Oh.
No,
nah,
ups and downs.
ups
Gotcha.
and downs. Yeah.
Yeah. So where was I? Oh yeah. So that's what started, and I guess I can pretty much say that was I got home in '89. This is in '90.
So soon after that, you were back in New York?
Yeah.
New York is where you were.
It happened kind of quick, actually.
Yeah.
Like it happened like maybe 6 months before I started spinning, and by that time I was home for 4 months, and I had met Frankie, I met Kevin Williams, and Keith Coates is the guy who got me my first gig. So
How long after that did you start working at 8 Ball?
8 Ball was in 91, 92, late 91. Yeah. late
Where'd you meet Frankie?
in dance tracks.
Oh, really?
Frankie and Kevin Williams, same time. I saw them walking up the block, and I'm like, "Oh, I wouldn't mess with those people."
Yeah.
That's how it always starts, isn't it?
Yeah, because they're two big, huge people. Well, not Kevin Williams,
Kevin.
but you know,
Well, in those
Still.
days, maybe.
Kevin had that kind of mean look about
Yeah.
him too.
So you know who they were before?
I
you-
didn't, but
Oh, you didn't?
so here's a cool story. I had
us.
been to Sound
Sorry.
Factory.
Okay.
I was becoming a Sound Factory regular by that time.
Okay.
You're interrupting him speaking. Go ahead.
Excuse me, I'm telling a.
I
fierce
just
story.
seem like, the stage. Just okay. Go ahead.
I like that.
What do you need to do?
Nothing.
You need to move it closer to you?
No, I got it.
You want it higher?
Can we?
No. Yeah.
Entertain
listen.
our guests?
All I keep hearing is.
Okay, so take us through this timeline. You have a great story. Go ahead.
Where was I?
You're
So,
bum rushing Frankie Knuckles and, and
No,
Kevin Williams in the
actually-
street.
So I had been to Sound Factory a couple of times before I met
Sound
Frankie
Factory
there.
bar.
No, Sound Factory.
Oh, okay.
Junior Vasquez.
Right.
Yeah,
Club.
before Sound
Before
Factory
Sound Factory
Bar.
Bar.
Sound
Yeah,
Factory.
Right.
enlighten me on
I
this
mean,
stuff because I have no idea what you guys are
Very
talking
first time I went to Sound Factory was in '89
about. 89.
or '88. It was '88. Yeah.
Damn.
So and Junior was there.
Okay.
When I got out of military, Junior was still there. I just happened to be there once when Junior was out of town and Frankie was playing. I knew his name, but it was the first time I looked up and I saw how he looked. I'm like, oh, he's black. I had no idea. Anyway. No, Knuckles isn't a black person's name. It's an Italian
It's
name.
like,
if you
yo,
ask
Frankie
me.
Knuckles.
Oh, yeah, I
and
guess-
Think about it,
Yeah,
right?
now that you've said that, I would have
Yeah.
not thought he was
Like,
a
Yeah.
black man.
Yeah. Like Knuckles is an Italian name to me.
I would have had no opinion formed. I don't even
And he
know.
looked
Well,
and he's a black guy.
And then the
What's
thing
up?
is, I grew up on Staten Island, so I grew up around the whole Italian thing.
Right.
The mafia thing. So that's why I automatically thought he was. But anyway, so I had already seen him and heard him, and I remember that night that he played was the very first time I heard Whistle Song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Wow.
whoa, what the everybody's like, what the fuck is this?
That song came out in 1991.
I thought you knew
There was
him.
a song.
I thought you knew him before that, though.
He was playing. No, I met him when he was playing it on Reel to Reel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and he was playing on Reel to Reel well over a year before it was released.
Right.
Well over. So, all right. So, flash forward to the day I'm going to Dance Tracks. I heard about that. Oh, I went to Dance Tracks because I heard that Joe Clausel, who was the guy who worked there,
salesperson there.
Dance Tracks, had the white labels of Work This Pussy.
Oh, really?
And he was the only one who had it in all of New York City. Made a beeline there, and I see Kevin and Frankie half the block walking towards me. I'm like, ooh, scary. So I got in there. I didn't even see them behind me. I just saw them, and then Joe was playing some stuff. He got me to Work This Pussy, and then he's playing this song, and I'm like, oh, that's that song I heard in the Sound Factory. I was like, can I have that song? What is that? What is that? He was like, oh, that's Whistle Song, but you can't have it. I'm playing it off a cassette.
Right.
And he was like, that's his. And I just said, that's his. I said, who? He said, Frankie Knuckles. And I turned around. I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit, he's black.
You know? And then, I told him, hey, I was at Sound Factory the last time you were there. I heard the song. It's amazing, blah, blah, blah. And we just kind of hit it off. And I said, just got in the military. I'm thinking about playing.
Right.
And that was it. I mean, we just had a connection. And he said, well, next time at Sound Factory, come by.
That can't be just it, though. There has to be a bigger timeline than that. You're like his protege, right? Correct?
Yeah. So, well, that was the start of it.
Right. And enlighten me, because I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I am a complete hip-hop head. These two know it.
Just meeting him then, did you feel like he was a big star at the time, or did you really not know him?
I knew who he was.
But you had a connection with him, and you knew, like, something just happened.
Friendship-wise.
Yeah.
I mean, for some reason, there was this automatic
right,
connection.
you know when you click with someone, sure.
Yeah. I mean, the same thing happened with Harry. Like, first time I met him, it was
Me too.
like, it's kind of a connection.
That's how I met John, too.
Oh, yeah. I don't like John, though.
Yeah. Nobody really likes me when they first meet me. You're the odd man out with that one.
But no, I guess it started to pick up once I started going to Sound Factory, and he would bring me in on the list, and I would hang out in the booth, and that's when I met Satoshi and Morales and all those guys.
Sure. Right.
And somehow, some way, I got connected to the record pool. I wasn't a member of the record pool, for the record. That's
record pool.
For the record is like the record pool of the century.
You gotta explain to her what a record pool is.
Okay, so a record pool is a place where certain amount of DJs, they have to be chosen, will get a lot of promo records way before it's out.
Oh, look at you.
You know?
Yeah, good for you.
And all labels go there.
Okay.
And because they, at that particular time, just like now, they expect the DJs to break their records and and promote them, and then they actually ask them to chart them and all that other stuff. Right. We had how many people? Like,
we had 123
123 people. Now, the people in that record pool are people today that are monsters.
Okay.
Like, mainly out of the States. Roger S., right? Vega wasn't in it, but Morales, Romero, even George Morel was in it. I mean, you can go down the line.
Danny Tenaglia.
Everybody was it. Danny Krivit. Everybody was in that record.
Okay.
So we were lucky with that. Was once co-run by Larry Levan, right? I think
the record pool itself was co-run by.
The record pool was run by
Judy David, but Larry
was the one who started the record pool, and he had told Judy to take over, and Judy was like, "Oh, I don't know what to do." You know, he said, "Just take over," because he was getting busier, and Dave knew Larry too. I mean, they were friends. I mean, that was the crew. It was Larry, Dave, Frankie and Larry were the best friends from the get-go.
Even before they were Frankie and Larry.
Yeah, they were
grew up on the same block. Right,
they grew up on the same block. They, story is, They just, it was like me and you, or me and you saying, "Oh, let's play at this club. Go play. You do it."
Right.
I don't want to do it. So that's how.
Well, that's how Frankie got the warehouse, right?
That's how
it was actually given to Larry first. I didn't know that.
For Larry.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. He gave it to him.
Here's a good story I like about that. You go play and I go play.
Right.
So Frankie and Larry were playing at this place called the Continental Baths. The Continental Baths was a gay bathhouse.
Got it.
Back then, it was more than just a bathhouse. Back then, they had performances.
Okay.
They had a live DJ, a dance floor, and then the whole spot where you do what you do, including a pool.
Right.
That's always fun.
So, it was Frankie and Larry as DJs. The people who have performed at the Continental Baths were people like Bette Midler,
Sure.
LaBelle.
Wow.
Well,
I don't know if Cher did it, but mainly big names like that in front of a bunch of naked men.
wow. That's a fun time.
So what happened with Frankie was, I believe, either assisting Larry either on lights or something. I might get this wrong, but I do know that what got Frankie playing more so was Larry would want to take a break and play. So he'd be like, "Okay, Frankie, you take over. I'll be back in about an hour."
That's all he needs, huh? Just
And that's how it started with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know.
So would he use Larry's records and stuff for that?
Yeah, because they were so close.
They were very close.
Yeah.
It's like,
we
share our music,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not it was more like family. It wasn't something that I'm gonna hold that,
Right. But then Frankie started doing a lot of the bathhouses, right?
No, that was it.
Oh, just that place?
That was really it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, at that particular point, Larry started doing other places,
and
and
started doing other
Frankie
places,
was doing other. There was not a lot of bathhouses at that time. I think the Continental Baths was the last real bathhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas after that, I think the music was just pre-recorded and no more performances.
That's not fun.
No. Until Amsterdam a couple of years ago, which we'll get back to that now.
Yeah.
No lie. So all right. So getting back to the record.
I heard
pool.
some of the stories.
Wow, I totally digressed off of that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
So
back to the record
why
pools.
can't we talk about Amsterdam?
Oh, we will. We will. Because we're going to bring it back.
Okay.
We're moving to.
He's going back to the timeline.
But, yeah. Back to the timeline. So, through Frankie and my going to Sound Factory and meeting these people there, I was getting more and more closer to Frankie. And then he took me to the record pool once.
Okay.
Introduced me to Darren, Jeffrey.
Wow, you joined the record pool pretty late.
I did join it late. I joined it way after I met you, because I met you when Frankie was playing at Roxy. And he had this killer record out. What was the label?
Bottom Line.
Right. What was the name of it?
Sounds of Redness.
Sounds of Redness.
I've heard the track, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a pretty big record.
It was a big record.
Look at him. Now he's smiling. Now he's awake.
It was a big record. It was.
He was passing out for a second.
But, so that's how I kind of got into the crew. And then with that, I started interning.
Okay.
Through Frankie, I got an internship at Quad Recording Studios, which was like
Very
the
nice.
ultimate thing to do.
Right.
Because through that, I got a chance to sit in on the Mariah Carey session,
Very
the Dream
nice.
Lover, Alison Limerick,
Did you meet Janet
Cece
Jackson?
Peniston. No, I didn't. Well, I kind of did.
Did you just
I don't
walk
know if
by
you
her?
were there when Janet was in town performing for her tour.
The 1993 tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was downstairs
I know that's
playing,
Because you know your stuff.
and everybody was like, "Janet was just here."
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was dancing upstairs. But anyway, but no, I did kind of meet her through.
Kind of meet her?
Remember Rick Squillanti?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rick Squillanti was the A&R for Virgin Dance.
Okay.
So back then, these major labels had really good dance sections.
Okay.
And they had A&R people solely for that.
Mm-hmm.
And because of these people like David Henney and Rick Squillanti and a couple others, they made some great marriages with
Bobby Shaw.
Bobby Shaw. They
I just
made
met
some
him actually
great
going to Amsterdam.
marriages
Sorry.
with remixers and the artist.
Yeah.
Right.
So they married Morales and Mariah, or Bjork and Masters at Work, the remixes and all that stuff. They brought that together and they made that what it was. It's so different now, obviously. Right. But so where was I?
And you went to audio engineering school as well? Was that around the same
time, so because of that, I was at the top of my class. Hello.
Wow.
Were you really?
Well, because I was, interning at
Quad.
You already knew his stuff.
Well,
That's right.
And I was interning at Quad, and I didn't tell a lot of people that I was interning at Quad because I didn't really. It wasn't. I was never the type of person kind of blow my own horn.
Well,
so I just.
But you could if you would.
Can you reach?
Not anymore.
It's like
because you're back. Oh, my back.
So so the audio research was actually a pretty easy thing for me.
So did you have to do an internship when you were done with school, or like towards the end of school as well, or did you?
No. Well,
were you able to incorporate that for your internship?
It worked out that I went at the same time, but eventually you do have to do your internship for audio research. They want that to happen.
Right.
It just so happened that the time was just working out perfect. And then right after AIR, I started at 8 Ball. So it's just like it was kind of snowballing.
Oh, so it wasn't after you interned that you started at?
No. I actually interned while I was still at 8 Ball.
Okay.
And that really worked out for me because at that time when I was interning at 8 Ball, interning at Quad and working at 8 Ball, I had my residency at Sound Factory Bar. Because of that, I had a lot of stuff straight out of the studio, straight into the clubs.
That's dope.
Reel to reel.
Yeah.
I still got some of those reels.
That's good, man.
And that's when you were opening up for Frankie, right? You were opening up the top floor and then moving downstairs?
Well, so I started the opening at Roxy. And that was a whole.
At
that was not even planned.
Like the breakdancing club.
The Roxy.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Frankie had his residency there, and by that was at the Sound Factory.
Right.
They gave him a residency there. That's where I met Harry. And
at the Roxy.
At Roxy, in the back room. Just joking. No, it was in the booth.
What was this?
The back room of the
fine man
booth.
wearing?
Don't lie.
What year was that when you met him at the Roxy?
That was in the 90s.
It was early.
You must have had a hot
it was
outfit
91.
on.
Really? It was probably 91 because in 92 you already knew me.
I could imagine what you were wearing.
What kind of outfit does Harry Soto wear back then? That's what I'm wondering.
1991.
Tank top,
jeans, no shirt,
shorts.
Stan Smiths.
Nah.
Harry does not look that much different now than he did in 91.
Shirtless, see-through.
Oh no.
You went to Roxy in a suit?
Oh no.
He went just like this, right? Harry Soto just like this.
Let's just put it. My hair was always done.
You just had bow tie
My hair's
hair?
never messed up. Even when I sleep. Have you seen me with my hair messed
He's
up?
right. He's right.
That's right. When I woke up,
How do you know what he looks like when you're
I'm like
sleeping?
Max Hedgeron.
Remember,
bro.
we were roommates.
Oh,
We're roommates in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
we were
right.
roommates.
Amsterdam.
He sleeps like an angel.
That wasn't this last year. That was the year before.
No, it was just last
year.
Yeah.
This past year.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were rooming together.
Yeah, it was me, Mike Ivy, Curtis, and
me.
Harry.
You guys always share rooms together?
Huh.
Well, mainly me and Curtis have shared the same place for the past 3 years.
That's a nice place.
That is a very
It's
nice
really
place. I
cool.
really
The way
enjoy
they
it.
have it.
We might get it again.
It's on. It's like the
Yeah.
top
We
floor
have to
of
get
the
it.
building.
I'm going to Amsterdam.
You gotta come. She's going in like 2
I'm
weeks.
going in 2 weeks.
Oh.
This bitch.
I plan on doing a lot of bad things. How are the women
You
there?
should.
How are the women there? Would you fuck
Look,
them?
well, let's just put it this way: they're all big. No, but when I say big, I mean tall.
Oh.
They're beautiful. But I'm sorry, the guys are a little bit cuter than women. I think. I do.
You play?
Yeah.
You play for the same team.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know. I can see why you like men. I like them too.
Oh.
Good for you.
You guys have a lot in common.
Now I just put that in partner. Got it.
Yeah. And then
So
There we go.
Unassuming.
I just
She's just too sweet.
Sometimes I
can-
don't know. No, just check.
I like men, but I like both. I mean, we've discussed. This is not about me, but I can never be in a relationship with a woman. She's just my good pastime.
Work.
Oh. Is that how you feel about women?
Is that?
Well, let's just put it this way. The fact that when I was in the military,
Yeah.
for some reason, I always had my own room.
Okay.
The fact that I was a New Yorker,
Right.
a DJ,
Yes.
had equipment, had my own room, I had people knocking on my door
You should be.
all the time. So,
Nice.
and
Great
I'm
skin,
not saying
nice
just
smile.
guys or this girl. I had them all.
That's right.
Did you take advantage of that time?
You had them all? Wait a
Hell
minute.
yeah.
Yeah, why shouldn't you, right?
What?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hell
Right,
yeah.
right.
Give everybody 5 now.
There you go.
I had to. I had
Take
no
advantage
choice.
when
As
you
long as
can.
you're having fun, right?
Yeah, safe
Yeah.
12.
You know.
In the middle of nowhere,
Exactly.
right?
But
Take
here's
advantage
the thing,
of that.
though. They placed a lot of people from the East Coast on that base.
Oh, really?
So
Really?
I knew a lot of people from New York, a couple of people from my high school, and Chicago.
Really?
Interesting.
And Chicago. So I had some house heads,
Very
Alright.
nice.
hanging
you
out
lucked
with
out.
me.
Very
I
cool.
did.
That's nice.
Do you have like
I
a
did.
particular flavor?
Flavor of music
Flavor of
Flavor-
music or people?
Person.
I thought I did. No.
It never turns out that way, right?
No, for the longest I thought I was like, damn, I'm such a prude.
Nah.
You're probably-
He likes them all, trust me.
How do you? Well,
Harry, you know
I
a
was
lot
gonna
about
say, how do you
him
know?
more than he does.
I do.
Yeah.
He does. That's the.
I don't know
worst
who
part.
woke
He
up
does.
found out.
I'm like his conscience where we go out.
You
I'm
like,
like,
you
you
like
need
know
to
more about
relax.
him than he does.
You
Oh, like
need
you're
to
telling
relax.
him, right?
And he's like, well, let me see. Oh, my God.
Oh, please, Harry, you're worse
It's
than
like
me.
Everybody has that. Everybody has that radar though, something that lets them go a little
Harry-
like.
Yeah,
Worse
no,
than
I've
me.
seen
Like-
Harry on the edge too.
Harry is worse than me.
I know. A couple of weeks ago, Harry was
a good guy.
was like looking through me.
Oh, good guy.
Oh, you
Harry.
mean
Still
I
am.
wore these see-through
You
pants.
should-
for
the
me.
see-through pants? That
You
doesn't
should've
help.
saw
though,
him
that's
at
why.
church.
Yeah,
Did you see him at church? Were you at?
I went to church.
Yeah.
That was
I had
an
a good time
interesting
at
place.
church.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
it?
So here,
I had
get
a really
this.
good time
That's
at church.
Okay, tell me.
Church is in Amsterdam. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we do one of our parties there. It was the Drum Nation party. I believe
Yeah.
you played.
Yeah.
Me.
Mike Ivy played.
Mike.
Did
Ivy
Frank Lamboy
played.
play there? Curtis played.
And what's
Curtis
his name?
and Ted Patterson.
No, that was the Sounds of Blackness. Ted did the Sounds of
Okay,
Blackness.
yeah.
But
Oh.
anyway,
Right.
it's usually like 98% gay.
It was crazy.
And then there's Harry Soto.
But the few women that were in there,
Right.
because it was a conference, there was a lot
Oh,
of
yeah, okay.
extra women.
there was women
Yeah.
in there.
Harry was macking on these girls like
Oh,
nobody's
man.
business. I was like, Harry, what are you doing?
He meant the other Harry.
No, don't even try it.
Please.
Liar.
I mean, yeah.
Were
The
they
other
like-
Harry.
Please.
They're tall women.
Well,
Or no,
they
there
were-
was.
Harry's
was
just
This one was
Harry's
short.
just
He was
all
like-
talk though. He's just all talk. He doesn't actually
Were they
follow
old?
through.
No, he didn't
Right,
follow
buddy,
through.
right,
but
buddy?
I was like,
I'm
Were
a
they
good
old?
boy, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, look
Were they
at
young or
that.
were they old? Were they young or
No,
old?
no,
Oh,
they were
they were
young.
pretty
They
young.
were-
Do you know the story of Mike?
I don't
Mike,
My
when we were
God.
there. Do you know the story?
You story of mine?
Well, when what?
Mike.
Mike. No.
Oh,
To your
Lord.
dick. You almost got me there. You almost, but not quite.
They were young.
No, there was a naked guy that was walking past with only tube
Oh,
socks
yeah.
on.
I think you told it. Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
No.
And Mike was standing in the corner just sipping on his beer, and all of a sudden this guy comes by and he's like, oh shit, there's like a little walkway going to like the downstairs
Yes.
basement area, and he walks by him, and I guess the guy just sensed the fear on Mike's face, and he just twisted and smacked him with his cock on the side. Mike almost shit his pants.
That's always a fun time.
No. So then I don't know this happened, and I was upstairs with my friend. I forgot what her name is, and
sure
we
you
were
should have a
up.
friend?
We were up on the top, the second floor,
Right.
kind of looking down, and I had a beer on my hand, and the beer. It just happened to
was
be
sweating.
right over where Mike was, and it sweat right, and it dripped right down onto Mike's face.
Oh,
And
thought
he
it
was loving
something.
that.
All of a sudden, I just hear like this screaming because the music's pretty loud. So and I look down, and he's bright fucking red, just screaming at me. And I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Oh, it's my beer, bro. Sorry."
Oh my God.
Then I went downstairs and found out about the other part of the story. So it was just like
No. So
Good times.
it was a night in hell
it
for him.
gets a little crazy there. So
Very nice.
because it actually, so in most, if not all, of the gay clubs in Amsterdam,
Right.
well, I guess it's a European thing. There's usually a place to hang around and do what you want to do. What you want to do. That's not big here. That's not
No, I've never
the
seen it like
case
that
here
over
at
here.
all.
What, like
Right,
paying for it?
You know,
Over
like
here,
there
they would-
is
I don't know
there
if they
is
would
like
frown, but people don't do
downstairs
it.
rooms
They don't do
with
it.
like
They just don't do
No.
it.
with
There's
like
nothing wrong with doing
swings.
it. I mean, you
No,
know.
it's nothing wrong with doing
There's
it.
some places in New York like that.
There
Not
was.
as
Not-
open
not
and
close.
crazy
not-
like this.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
but
Not
this
like
is like
this.
This is like wide open, right?
yeah, and
there
in
were
Europe,
places like the Vault. I've been to the Vault.
the
a
vault
few
was like
times.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, but in Europe,
You were in the vault. Of course
sex
you
is not
were. Forbidden.
as exactly. It's not forbidden as it is
Right.
here. So
it's not criminalized.
And this is how I realized that, because when Katia was playing the violin, and this guy, this is really, I apologized for her, and I'm not even from there.
Right.
And this guy's like, "Can I, while you play the violin?"
Oh, really?
And he's naked, and
Very
he's
nice.
gay.
Oh,
And
he
she's
loved
like,
it.
"No, that's okay." You know, and she goes, me, I would have been like, "Get the
What the fuck you doing here?
yeah, no." But you know, it's a regular thing there.
Yeah.
You know, sexuality is so regular.
It's
and
okay to be
so-
exposed and accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, I didn't know we were talking about this just yesterday, right? Amsterdam, prostitution only became legal in 2000.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was legal.
That's
prior to
unfortunate.
that.
No, it was actually
That's
it was
unfortunate.
illegal prior to that, but it wasn't. You know,
It
it was
wasn't
kind of
enforced.
contoned and stuff.
You know,
yeah.
I support prostitution, so that's
Really?
I do. I do.
don't.
Well, you know what? If I
don't
need
support
money,
prostitution.
If it's legal and it's
You're gonna-
consensual.
Free. I think it
you
should be
never
free.
know.
You gonna pimp her out?
No, I'll pimp myself out.
There you
If
go.
it's legal and consensual, I support
I don't
it.
need any. Yeah.
Of course.
The only person
Why
I'm gonna
not,
pimp
right?
out is you, John. I
Let's
told you.
pimp
that.
out.
Me?
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
You're talking
Let me
about
find out.
that. Okay, so I think that's where were we?
Amsterdam.
Wow.
Amsterdam.
Well, the women are
We were
tall.
dancing around Amsterdam
They're not-
somewhere.
They
They're
were
not
prior
old.
to
We're
We're back
Amsterdam.
to Sound Factory Bar.
Sound
Factory Bar. You were opening for Frankie Knuckles.
There we go.
Yeah.
So it started in.
How does he approach?
Roxy.
How do you get that? Like, how does he approach you? How do you feel when he approaches you? Like, what's the question? How does that? How does that
well,
happen?
so this is how it happened. We're at Roxy.
The Roxy.
And by that time, we were getting closer and closer. Part of the crew. Frankie knew what I did. He knew that I had music. He knew what I played. Because, as a matter of fact, I think we started going record shopping together, something like that. But anyway, he's there. It's about 12:30. Getting packed. The room is jam-packed. He's like, "I got to go to the bathroom. Put on some records." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Put on some records. I got to go to the bathroom."
That must have been
Nice.
intimidating, huh?
It was.
I would
Because,
be intimidated.
you know,
Hell yeah.
had he asked me
Right.
when no one was there,
Right.
of course.
Now you have a crowd to please.
But he asked me when it was pretty much full.
That's so. Yeah, sure.
So he said, "You know what you're doing." Well, and in his exact words, "You know what you're doing, Miss Girl. Play some records." Something like that. Play some records. I'll be back. So that was it. So I played them. It went well. And I think after that, he said this started becoming a regular at Roxy. I guess he had his residency like maybe 4 or 5 months after that.
Right.
So a couple of times I would open for him there.
Right.
Then the Sound Factory bar was opening, and the first night I didn't open for him, but I think he wanted me. You know, I think he already knew what I could do. We already had that connection. He always knew that there was no way I could outdo him.
Right.
So we just kind of complimented each other because of being the same record pool, knowing the same people, and all the other stuff.
Right.
So
Privy to the same music.
yeah.
and
So
stuff
when he
as well.
asked me, it wasn't even like a out of the blue left side question. It was almost like, okay, you know, I didn't expect
makes
it,
sense.
but
Right.
At the time, it made
kinda
sense, kinda,
expected
yeah.
it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then it just kind of.
That's awesome that you had that relationship with him. You know.
Oh yeah. It was we've had some amazing times. I've learned so much from him, so much, like how to listen to sound,
Right.
how to sound check a room, how to work a system. There's 3 people I learned how to work a system from. Frankie, he has this light touch about it. Morales has this fucking foot in your ass way to do it, you know. And then Louis was like always right in the middle. So those 3 people I learned from as far as system wise. And so yeah, I learned tremendous things from him. And along with that relationship, we had a home relationship where he's been over my house plenty of times. I've been over his house plenty of times. We've had barbecues. We've had all that. We've done all this. So it was actually a close friendship.
Right.
As well as. And the funny thing is we were so close, I didn't realize how famous he was. It didn't dawn on me. It really didn't.
But you never looked at him that way because you had
never
a
met him like
relationship.
that.
Yeah.
The way you met him wasn't in that
guess.
respect.
Well, I mean, so I met him when his name was established, but he wasn't the superstar at the time. Like, I met him on his steep rise up.
Right.
Because I met him when Whistle Song was just finished and
but he had
when
notoriety.
it was released,
Right.
how he just really started to blow up. I was there with him. You know, when
That's a big deal.
yeah, it was pretty wild to see the rise. And remember when they picked Whistle Song up for Nestea and all that stuff? So we were there for that. And so it was kind of like we went on the ride. So I never went with him overseas. So I didn't know that until I went to the conference once in Miami. And it was literally, to me, like Michael Jackson and Elvis. There were people clawing at him and
Wow.
Frankie. Literally, I was because he wanted me to walk him to
How
the
does it feel to
booth.
see that?
It freaked me out.
Yeah.
And Frankie's
And
cool
you didn't
because at
realize.
the time Frankie's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a
So
big
he
guy.
was always able to kind of push back and literally push back.
Right.
But not in a bad way. But you know, I've seen times where you like, dude, you gotta let me go through.
Right.
But I
That's
never
crazy.
knew. And I looked at him like, holy shit. And he was like, yeah, I go through this all the time. You know, so it freaked me out.
Like Madonna's walking down the street.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Well,
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But you experienced it with him, so that's a good. That's fun.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
But I had to live down that opener for a long time. You know, like certain actors, for instance. Okay, I'll give you an example. Now this is gonna be old. I don't know if you watched it, but ever heard of the Munsters?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
of
Fred
course.
Gwynne. Okay, so
Yeah.
Fred
I thought you were
Gwynne-
gonna really show your age for a second. You're making me feel
that's my
old
age.
now. Damn.
But Fred Gwynne said when he did the Munsters, that was the character that stuck with him his whole life.
Right.
He did other things, but that was
It's always going to be
his
like
thing.
that.
It took me well over almost, I'm not gonna say 10 years, I would say like a good 5-6 years of my playing, of not being introduced as this is Frankie Knuckles opener. He opened, he's the opener.
So when you would play without Frankie, people would still introduce you as Frankie Knuckles opener. Wow.
And
Which is not a bad thing, but
it's not a bad
No.
thing, but you
want to have
know,
your own identity as
exactly.
well.
And
Right.
people knew me, and I have to say, because I opened up twice a night, twice in one night, and I loved it because I got a chance to play anything obscure and bring it up. I feel I was really good at that.
Right.
So many people booked me to open.
Right.
And it was like, well, I do more. You know, I do a whole lot more. I'm the buyer for 8-Ball Records. I know
Oh, you were the
good.
buyer there too, huh?
You domestic buyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
I know what's good.
Right.
It didn't take until stereo in Montreal to where they gave me the whole night.
Right.
And then vinyl booked me, Be Yourself. The first time that they booked me to open up. And I kind of blew them away because I played P. So that was the thing that kind of got me out of the whole opening thing.
That's good.
So
You said when you played vinyl?
when Kevin McHugh booked me to open, and I think Danny was out of town at that time, but they wanted me to open for the other people, and that was fun.
That was an interesting spot. I've been there.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
That was a couple of life-changing spots. That was one of them.
Yeah.
Vinyl, of course, the garage. Have you been to the garage, Harry?
I've been to the garage 3 times.
I've been twice. It's twice.
But I was more of a loft person.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I've made it to the loft once.
I followed Kenny Carpenter more than a lot of other people, and Mancuso, and it was pretty cool. I mean, you know, I love the garage, and I love the way Larry spun and the whole atmosphere, but you know, some people say, oh, I've been there, I love that, I've been, you know, but I only been there 3 times. I was never a member, but I've always got in.
Yeah, I got that loft. I didn't get it at first, but
Yeah, it's a different vibe. It's something
totally
you know,
different.
it's a
Well,
different
my
vibe.
thing was, I used to think for you to be a DJ that you had to be able to mix.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying David Mancuso didn't know how to mix.
He didn't mix.
But he didn't mix.
He
But
put one record at a time.
through not mixing.
It was like a more fade in and fade out, or was it like
you
Oh,
could
finish the record and put another one on.
Yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't even fading, and it was just
It was
letting
an
it play
it
out
was an experience.
and hit and play.
It was what he was playing and how the room sounded.
But at the same time, he was still bringing
Right.
Yeah.
you through some kind of.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you go through a journey. Yeah.
So.
It was a different experience
Right.
When you're dealing with music, you know. Me as
everybody has their different styles too, in the way they perform things.
Like me as a semi-musician, you know, I appreciated that, you know.
Right.
But
it was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the sound system at the garage was like no other.
Yeah, it was.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I only heard about it. I heard people talking. Yeah. And when I got there, I'm like, yeah. It did sound good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But when Larry turned it up at a certain time,
right?
And that's something Frankie did also.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I was done.
Oh yeah, you know when he was in the house,
the system would just go whoosh, and you'd be like, "What the fuck did he just do?"
Yeah, he knew how to work the system.
Yeah, he knew how to open it up. And I used to get like really frustrated, but I got it. I understood because now I do it.
Right.
Now he does it.
We got to pay attention.
I do it. I like to do that.
Very nice.
But Larry did that with the same thing. And then again, so going back to Larry and Frankie, you know, coming up at the same time, they both knew how to like really blow you away system wise, just blow you away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the song
which is just as important as the music you're playing.
It is.
Well, the music sounds
so
differently.
true. That I mean, you could play the same record, and you'll hear it in one club and you'll get one experience. But when you play it in another club that has the right sound, it's night and day.
Yeah,
is that the kind of experience I'm going to experience when I see you?
Yeah.
Which is actually tomorroar.
I try.
I heard.
Well,
or you.
I don't know if I can open the system.
Probably not open the system.
Did you tweet it out?
You gonna tweet it for me?
No, I don't have access.
It's been tweeted.
Okay, well,
we'll tweet it again.
Retweet.
It'll be tweeted.
What kind of system is it?
Retweet.
A non.
A great one.
You know what?
It works right now. It works. We're working on it.
Okay,
it's it's a work in progress.
It is a work in progress.
So it's very attractive to see a man do his craft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've learned, and this is what I tell people. I have these two guys that are kind of, I guess I can say under my wing because Frankie took me under his wing.
They're going to be your opener for a
No.
years?
Well, they'll be here in in June.
You all right?
They'll be here in June.
Okay.
Allergies.
Need some water or something?
The main thing that Frankie told me that I told them is you have to adapt to whatever system that is put in front of you.
Sure.
You can't say, "Oh, this system isn't good." You gotta go through it. You gotta continue.
You have to deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Suck it up.
Good for the day.
You know, and make the most out of it.
Yeah. Sure.
Or suffer.
To learn that. Or suffer.
So you have two guys under your wing, not just.
You met Damiano. You met both of them.
Damiano.
You met Damiano, and you met Matthias. Matthias was at 718.
Oh, I didn't know he was one of your proteges like that.
Yeah. He's a really good guy, and
that's cool.
He's hungry. Well, he wasn't my protege until 718.
Oh yeah.
And
he just latched on.
I didn't. So that's how you put him through the test.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can like techno. Anybody can like peak house or tribal. But if you throw them some, you know what I'm saying, Harry?
I know what you're saying.
And they react to that, you're like, okay, you understand.
He lives in Cali as well?
Yeah, Sacramento.
This is the guy who came through the Iron Bar that night?
No. Who came through the Iron Bar that night?
The night that you played? He came by the night, that Thursday before? Is it the same guy?
No. So this guy... No, who came with us to the Iron Bar?
You didn't come. that night.
Oh, yes, Matthias.
Yeah.
That's him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him. I forgot. That's right, because I sent them there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So, prior to that, I was helping him out because he was doing some tracks, and he would get. I would.
Did he approach you, or did you approach him?
Oh, I met him in San Francisco at this after hour spot, and he knew who I was. And like Frankie, when I first met him, there was an automatic connection. I was like, yeah, something about you.
Yeah.
You know? And he liked what I did. He always pretty much came out when I played. But again, that was just all my techno stuff. And if I would throw on a classic, it would be a techno classic or Danny classic or stuff like that. But 718 is a New York. Right. I mean, it's as close to Sound Factory bar as you can ever get from me. Okay. So I brought that. I told him, you're not going to hear the techno that you hear. You're going to hear my roots. Right. Literally my roots. Right.
And you brought it back. Sure. It was a great set.
Thank you.
I enjoyed myself.
Thank you.
Yes.
But I wasn't sure. You know, you don't. Certain people are going to appreciate what you're going to do, like Lenny, like all these guys here. But guys who are not from there, especially young ones. Right. That's how you gotta put them through the test. Right. And so Harry, I played Odyssey's Inside Out. Yeah. Now no average techno head is gonna like that. He freaked out. So I'm like, you passed the test.
There you go. Now you know.
Yeah. So that was it.
So you're working on tracks with him now? Or are you kind of helping him along with what he's got going on?
When they come here in...
What does it mean to be a protege of Manny Ward?
It's weird. I don't know. DJ Emily... Have you ever heard of DJ Emily? She no longer is a DJ. She's married to John Ciafone. She was, in my opinion, one of the first big-time female DJs. And we're going back to 15 years ago. Okay. She traveled the world with the Mongoloid crew, which was Armand Van Helden. DJ
we were just
Sneak.
Talking about yesterday as well.
Yesterday, yeah.
Armand Van Helden, DJ Sneak. I can't think of the other guys. Junior Sanchez. Okay. A couple other people. She was part of that crew. As a matter of fact, she has 2 classics out already that she did. One of them with Conrad, and then someone else. But anyway, she says,
I can't believe I saw her that night. I was like,
I know, isn't that great? That was my plan.
Yeah, she really surprised me. I was like, oh shit. Then she shows me the picture of the baby and I'm like, what?
And the baby's talented, but of course, I mean, she's the daughter of John Ciafone. That's half of Mood to Swing. You know, that's talent right there. And then her.
They could probably still do like a Sleeping Boot type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like have a partnership.
Apparently, DJ. John is coming back to producer.
Oh, really?
But he's a teacher now, so that's second.
You know, what kind of teacher?
I think like a high school teacher.
Not music.
He could be, but no, I guess not.
Gym teacher.
You know,
gym teachers. It's really hard to get.
Very,
oh my God,
a big group.
So
producer group.
You heard it because they've had a couple of hits that was crossover. You've heard them, right?
Maybe.
Alternate Taste Free.
Oh yeah, of course.
They wrote that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their whole production. And
great track.
There's a couple of other things.
I have no. I would. Somebody would have to tell me this music was.
Yeah. To do what you want to do. It's a gay anthem.
You got to
awesome track. Yeah. You could sing it if it came on. You would know lyrics.
Yeah. Okay. So they wrote that. They wrote a lot of amazing songs.
That's right, man.
So just to
interesting.
Wow.
It's like a whole other world for me.
Yeah. It's an amazing world
it's
too.
It's an amazing
and
world that I have
to say, this is what I love about this world. This world that we're in. Majority, I would say 98% of us support each other. There's always a 2% that's like, I'm doing my own thing. Junior Vasquez is one of them.
Yeah.
But
did you see what he wrote on Facebook that he's not going to do any parties for Pride? But
he's not.
He said he's not playing for Pride. He said, but don't discount me yet.
See, now what was that about?
Discount me?
That's Junior being Junior. We love you, Junior. Anyway. But you know, Junior was a very hard person to deal with, but I've always been on his good side, so I can't.
I hear you.
Anyway, now where was I again? I used to be real embarrassed to do that. Where was I? Not even.
No, it's just part of
They
life.
say when you get older.
I've been doing it for so long.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If it sounds like shit, say it sounds like
You're
shit.
a veteran.
I'm a veteran. I guess.
I've been losing my place since I was a kid, though, so forget it.
Oh, okay. So it's not too bad. All right.
Yeah, I'm just used to it for a longer time. That's all.
Oh yeah. So she says that she was my first protege. I didn't teach her anything.
This is Emily.
Yeah, but I did introduce her to everybody when she came into 8-Ball Records. Again,
Right.
that connection. There was
Right.
an immediate connection.
Right.
And I started to invite her out. I said, "We're going to Sound Factory. Come with me to Sound Factory. Come with me here. Come with me there."
Yeah.
And then she started DJing,
Right.
and she said that I guess now. They were always downstairs at my bar, at Sound Factory Bar. There was a couple of people that was always downstairs on my floor, and they were there from the start to end. So she said that's what did it. I don't see it, but it's totally
Well, you've inspired a lot of people,
comforting.
man.
And
That he
Yeah.
sure
You know
has.
what I'm saying? It's
really, I don't see
and you
that.
can't negate that. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is.
I don't see that.
You
I'm one of
But
them.
they-
What are you talking about?
You know.
John
I've been
Spinosa is
inspired by
one
the
of them.
ward.
the ward,
The ward.
mental ward.
Now, this might be a silly question. I don't know, but is your real name Manny Ward?
Yeah,
Is that your full name?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
Ward.
Emmanuel. Okay, it's a good name.
Well, yeah, and I didn't know that.
It's from
You
the
didn't know it was a
Bible.
good name?
I didn't think that, but it does kind of.
It works.
Flows.
No, it's
Well, yeah.
great name. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think your name was really your name because you were a DJ. And
Everybody
there's spin
doesn't
in the
think
front.
it's-
I'm like, this tool.
Yeah, I think you like.
Spinosa.
This,
Yeah.
this tool bag is.
I see.
Yeah, right.
Tool.
She said
Kidding.
too bad.
No, I'm just not innovative enough to come up with a name.
And I was like, shit,
other
that's his
than
real
that.
name.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
No,
that's-
you know what? I still get it to this day. It's people that I've known for so long. I'm like, dude, it's so crazy. You're a DJ now. I'm like, yeah. Like, but no, look, your name, your last name, Spinosa, bro. Spinosa.
Dude.
I'm like, yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
I know.
Get it.
You're the first one, bro. I can't believe it. You're so.
You know what's funny though? When people like I don't want to say younger people, but
You can say it. Go ahead. You said
I
it.
guess kind of sort of. You know, a lot of people like Dead Mouse and all these other people. They use different names now.
Right.
So they used to ask me what was my real name and what was
Dead Mouse.
Frankie's real name, or people, and I was like,
Well, he's
no,
clearly not
that's
Italian.
their real name,
Yeah.
and they couldn't understand that.
Right.
So his last name was really Knuckles.
Yeah,
Right.
Kenny Carpenter, that's his real name.
Oh, Knuckles is really his last name?
Frankie Knuckles
Interesting.
is his
And
real
he's not
name.
Italian. Look at that.
that.
So, you know, it's like a,
Interesting.
you know.
Interesting.
He's not from the Genovese family.
Well, it's good to go by
Aristotle.
assumed names though as well. If you have like different projects that are different, you know, like
Well,
different
yeah,
styles
and
of
I agree
music
with
and
that.
stuff like that.
And I was
Right.
told I should do that, go on a different moniker production
So
wise.
what are you gonna be, John's?
I have a few different monikers, but we're not going into that now.
Really?
We're talking about Manny Ward.
I don't know why.
A few different aliases.
Who's
Talking about
boring? Shut up.
Manny Ward.
Like Junior
We're
was
here because you're interested.
like Junior
Don't
was
kid yourself.
LSD, right? LSD.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
that's right.
saying?
LSD.
Okay, he went by LSD as well?
ELLISD.
You know.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah,
loved,
it was
I
hot,
loved,
though.
I loved all those tracks.
Oh
man.
my god!
I gotta check 'em
What?
out.
I think those were the best tracks that he did
Yes.
to me.
Just like a queen
Yeah.
and Take Me Away. Oh man, that shit was sick.
And Don't You Want Some More?
Yeah. But you know why it was so good? Because most of his LSD stuff was done with David Cole.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's why it was so good and so deep and so
Yep.
liquid. David Cole was.
You know who David Cole is?
No, I have no idea who
Okay,
he is.
so David Cole,
Stop looking
like
at that.
I'm not gonna say like Mood to Swing. So there's a couple of duo
looking at you like,
producers
Mm-hmm.
who made such an impact
Right.
in house music
Okay.
that they literally made it what it is.
Okay.
So you have Mood to Swing,
Mhm.
which is John Seaphone and Lem Springsteen.
Okay.
They came kind of later.
Mm-hmm.
CNC Music Factory,
Right.
which before it was CNC Music Factory, was Clavillis and Cole,
Okay.
who was Robert Clavillis and David Cole. Unfortunately, David
Oh,
Cole
he passed away. That I knew.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. And they've done some incredible big hits.
Right.
They did Pride of Deeper Love. They did.
So they were producers before they were like artists.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Gonna Make You Sweat.
I know
All that stuff with the Martha Wash shit. They did.
Right. Okay.
And then who? Oh, Frankie and David, the Death Mix.
Okay. That was their mix. The Death Mix. Okay.
Yeah. And obviously those were. Well, no, I was gonna say Morales is just
Full House. The FMC project.
God.
But they're like a full crew. Morales is part of the crew, right?
Well, first
Morales
it was Morales,
Right.
then it was Morales and Knuckles, and now it's just back to Morales. Now, if you're talking Death Mix as a DJ,
Interesting.
Conglomerate.
Yes,
It certainly is.
Yeah, I don't even want to say crew. You can't say crew.
Well, it's a production camp.
Yeah, but it's
like-
DJ camp. It's like the top of the top. Did you ever see Quentin Harris play? And I don't mean DJ. I mean musically.
No.
It will make you run out of the room.
That good, huh?
He is so
He's a phenomenal producer.
Incredibly
Gifted.
yes.
As a DJ and producer,
As a
I know.
DJ
I
and
didn't even know as a musician
producer,
like that.
as a musician is like
Right.
your jaw hits the and he's so unassuming with that.
Right.
Which is what I love. That's what I love about him. He's so unassuming. He wouldn't tell you. He'll just
Is he
show
trained?
you. I
Or
believe
he's
trained.
self-taught?
Well, he had to be trained. After what I saw him do with this thing, it was like classic. It was whoa.
Yeah.
But he was in a live band. He produced hip hop and R&B before he went to house. So
It's quite the mix.
Interesting.
he's one of the most musical
I dig that.
house people I've ever met to this day. Now I know there's others out there.
That's
I know
good.
Louis close to him, but no, I don't think Louis has that classical.
Louis does not have that class.
No.
Louis went to when Louis started out, he really started out with like freestyle music.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
And he had a conversation with somebody, and he decided to take musical theory lessons, and that's when he started really getting into. Once you learn theory in music, you know it's hard
makes
to
sense.
not understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not a musician, you got the ear for it,
Yeah.
and that's what happened.
Yeah, it's interesting you said ear, because I didn't have the ear. I had the ear for certain things, but other things I didn't.
Well, it
You
takes
kinda
development,
learn.
you know.
Yeah,
So you know.
yeah.
Yeah, but not everybody has it. That's a talent. Not everybody has an ear.
Very
No,
true.
You're right. Like,
You're
so,
right.
And it takes a long
people-
time to
some
develop
people
your
have-
ear, and
Some people
I'm
have
still
two
developing
ears.
mine for sure.
Not that I'm a musician, but I do play the piano. But there's people who are, but I'm taught.
Mm-hmm.
But then I learned through repetition. I didn't learn through keys.
Right.
So that's different. Somebody like, there's people, I don't know, who, like John Legend didn't know how to play the piano. He played through ear. Jimi Hendrix wasn't taught, and he played the guitar through ear.
oh, and Prince.
Yeah,
He was
Prince.
self-taught.
Yeah.
Like,
Who does? Alicia Keys, another one.
Prince
Really?
was self-taught. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Prince was
Prince also makes pancakes.
self-taught.
He makes
Prince
good pancakes.
also makes pancakes.
After basketball.
That's what
Basketball. Does he make them in shapes like my mom used to?
No, he makes them in shapes of heels.
There was a
He loves heels.
Not anymore, though.
None.
I always believe this lyric that Madonna said in
What?
one of her songs.
What is it?
Enlighten us.
If you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything.
Yeah, I agree.
Is that part of a nursery rhyme too?
No.
I was gonna say, I thought it was like,
If you know the
Nah.
notes to sing, you can sing most anything. That's
Yeah.
what my mama
I thought it was gonna say,
told
I'm
me.
keeping my baby.
But I'm just saying. I mean, if you know the notes, you know.
Right. Yeah.
No, you're right though, because
know,
if you
and-
sing along with the notes, you're not gonna be off key.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's not take it that far.
Well, that's true. That's true. But Harry can sing, honestly, and I hate this about Harry.
Yeah, I hate it too.
He can sing, and you know who else can
he
sing?
singing
Who's
you to
got an
sleep sometimes?
amazing voice?
John Spinosa could sing when
Not
you're
me.
like
What's her-
giving
what's-
him poppers.
What's your karaoke? What's your choice of
Wow.
karaoke song? The Boss by Diana Ross.
Oh,
No,
no,
I don't have a
You don't do
favorite
karaoke.
Who can
I
sing?
have
Who
done
can sing,
karaoke.
Manny?
Danny Tenaglia.
Can he
has
really?
got a voice on him.
Does he?
Oh really?
Yes. Yes.
Voice of an Angel. I've
Well.
never heard this band speak.
We should put him on a.
I was like, Danny, we got to put you on a track.
Yeah, you got to put him on the spot.
We got to put you. He'll sing on a mic now. He will.
Oh, really?
At his parties.
Does
I'm
he?
like, dude, you got to do
Yeah.
something with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Harry sings.
What do you sing, Harry?
Talking about another phenomenal producer, though.
What do you sing?
What do I sing?
Yeah.
Sing Ave Maria.
Besame mucho.
Sing Portuguese
You're
lo.
hitting things. Be careful.
Portuguese. I want you Portuguese.
He sounds like a sex operator. He doesn't sound like he's singing a song.
He's trying to be all Barry White on us.
It's
John.
good. It's good, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, oh.
Don't mess it up.
Anyway, let's get back to Manny. Forget about me. I'm nobody
That's what
here.
I'm talking
You
about.
are nobody.
I am the fly on the wall.
Please continue
Continue.
being the fly on the
I
wall.
don't know what I'm continuing. Where are we?
Well, you passed the
Hang on. I gotta
Quad
do something.
We
Studios.
have Quad
Look
Studios, yeah.
down. Look down.
Mhm.
Sound
The same-
Factory.
I know, I saw that. I noticed
Look,
that.
how cool is this?
That's right.
Very
We are
nice.
rocking classic.
What's those
Adidas.
Spider-Man sneakers?
Look at that.
He has Puma suedes
I mean
on.
Pumas.
Did you
I
say
said
Adidas?
I said
I'm looking at them. I'm
Adidas.
like,
classic Pumas.
I apologize for not being dressed up today. I said I'm a little
Oh,
tired. I have no
there it
heels on.
goes.
I have no heels on
just
today.
smacked me with the mic.
Oh, did I? Oh, did
Yeah,
it
you
feel
used to
good?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Not
was
really,
ready to
Harry.
say,
Not like
right? I
that.
was like, did it feel good? It's like,
How did it feel?
You know, it's
How
got a
did it
little
feel?
foam
oh.
padding on there, so it wasn't
It's
so
always nice to
bad.
get smacked in the face a couple times.
Oh.
Just as long
Yeah.
as you like it.
That's right.
I think.
So anyway,
I think
back to your Adidas,
I
Manny.
think-
Why don't you tell us
Smack
more
with
about
the
your
old
Adidas?
brush.
No,
Pumas. I know. I said,
Yeah.
This guy's Pumas on.
I've always liked Pumas.
Did you have a pair of Pumas yourself?
No,
I had a pair
we
of
couldn't
Pumas.
afford Pumas.
You couldn't fit your foot in it.
I worked for myself since I was 7. Yeah, one of those stories.
That's
And I
okay.
couldn't afford Pumas, so I bought these these
What did
sneakers.
you-
This is gonna be an
I
interesting
bought
story.
these sneakers that the swoosh was backwards,
I
and
don't
they
even-
call them Dumas.
You're not serious.
I swear to God.
Wow.
You know, I could afford Pumas. I
Did
bought
you get them
Dumas.
on Canal Street?
I got them somewhere, man. But that's
Did you get them
when
on
I was a
Canal Street?
kid. You know.
Canal Street's a big
Dumas.
hit. Big
Well,
hit.
now but Canal Street was a shit at one point.
Yeah.
It's still pretty
Orchard
cool over
Street
there.
used to be the shit.
Orchard, I
like,
never did Orchard.
like Delancey and Orchard.
Oh, Delancey.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
you could get the
Delancey.
bombers there. You know,
Yeah,
Shetlands.
the bombers.
You could talk these guys down.
Yeah,
can still
if you
talk
had the
them down.
cash.
500, no tax.
I was like 500. I
You
got
can still
150.
talk 'em
Okay.
down. I was watching this thing. This is a little getting off topic, but you know they sell like the designer handbags on the street,
Yeah.
and they said the biggest market are the white Jewish girls that buy those bags.
Oh,
The
really?
Louis Vuittons, the Hermes
Oh.
bags.
Really?
They're not who you think.
Well,
Who has them?
They're the
I-
ones who are
I-
actually walking around acting
I-
like they're real.
And they're walking around like the Louis Vuitton bags. Yeah, a lot of the bags are very exclusive, and it's hard. Like
They're expensive too. The bags down there.
oh yeah.
oh,
They-
yeah,
Yeah,
the-
they're like legit made very
Right.
well. You know.
right.
Are they
But
really made well?
Yeah,
I've
a
never,
lot of them
I've,
are.
I've never bought one.
hand stitched and stuff because they got to hand stitch a lot of the
Takes a
not
lot
that I
of
know
work.
about this. I don't really know
Takes a
about
lot
this
of
stuff.
work.
We'll just continue on.
A real Hermes bag is like talking about like $10,000.
Yeah. I bought a scarf
20,000.
for $2,000.
You bought an
What?
you wear an Hermes scarf?
No, I bought
Was
my
it an
wife
infinity
Hermes
scarf?
A
Okay.
scarf for $2,000.
Yeah.
Does that heat the whole body?
No, it's the design. It's
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Ain't that much
right.
design in the world. for
What
me.
kind of scarf was it?
She wanted it.
Hermes.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
An Hermes scarf.
Was this from Canal Street?
No.
You bought the real deal, John. How dare you say that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
$2,000 scarf from
2
Canal
Gs.
Street.
Look, if I'm
You
if
love
I'm
your
gonna buy
wife.
shit, I'll tell you I bought shit. I bought Dumas sneakers, right?
Were you gonna admit to us that you bought your wife some?
Of
Dumas?
course, because
bootleg
it's not for me.
scarf?
It's for someone
No,
else.
it wasn't a bullet. What?
It's not for me. It's for someone
Anyway.
else.
That's
Oh,
why you.
oh,
That's
oh,
exactly
oh,
why you
okay.
wouldn't admit it.
Let's
Okay.
talk
Is
to
my-
Manny now.
is
What are you
my
up to
whole-
now,
my
Manny? What
bad.
are your current projects right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Who are you
What
doing?
am I doing right now?
Who are you doing?
He asked who you were doing.
Who am I doing? I ain't doing anybody yet. Give me time.
Oh.
So okay. Well, my latest release, my last release is the Coin.
With this
Fantastic
with this fine
track.
gentleman, right?
Very good
Yeah,
track.
And
Can we hear a little bit of it? Just a tad bit.
I'm really
No,
proud of
no.
that.
You don't have it?
I don't know. You don't have it? I have
Please, are you serious?
it. I don't
No,
know.
tell us about it though. You enjoyed making it. Actually, he told me it was his how did you put it? Your favorite track so far,
It's-
or
well,
actually your
so
best track? Because I don't want to.
Okay.
In your whole lifetime?
I think so, and
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
I'm gonna sleep to it tonight.
It's a very interesting, warming, and heartbreaking story all at once.
Okay.
Okay, so through our conversation, we know how close I was with Frankie.
Sure.
When Frankie passed, devastated. 3 days after he passed, I went in the studio and I just kind of put something together.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it came out pretty good, but I kept it to myself for about a week or two. Sent it to Hector just to say blah blah blah. Okay, it came out. It was great. Everybody liked it. I wanted all the proceeds to go to his
foundation.
His foundation. Now this was released right before the summer, so this is not even 6 months after his passing.
Right.
So I think I was the first one to officially release something.
Right.
Halfway through the summer, it got pulled because there was a miscommunication between Frankie's management and Frankie's estate.
Okay.
They didn't connect,
Right.
or something which had nothing to do with Frankie's management, because Frankie's management covered everything. Because I'm friends with all these people.
Right. Sure.
So then I wanted to make sure that this was done right.
Okay.
That was pulled. Devastated. I was fucking devastated.
And it's not out anywhere, right? You can't.
It's not out anywhere now.
Are you
the only
allowed to?
place where you can? Well, it was out.
have
It
a
was
copy.
released for like
I don't have a copy.
It was released for like 2 months.
This isn't about you.
It was
Continue.
So it was online to
As
be
a collector's item.
bought for 2 months.
Okay.
Then they pulled
They
it.
pulled it.
By that time, I had gotten the Coin remix project.
Okay.
So I got it. I love the vocal, and I told John
It's a
before,
badass vocal.
anything that
Right.
has a lot of different elements in the vocal,
Okay.
I live for it. Like all my favorite songs have a lot
It's
of
layered, very
background
layered
shit
and-
going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Michael Jackson, all those guys,
Right.
you hear so much different shit in the background.
Okay.
So I jumped to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I did it. I did it to the vocal. I worked it kind of came pretty quick for me, pretty easy for me.
Right.
My last piece of the pie was, so this is I guess I had done it, and I'm still a little pissed over the whole Frankie thing that they pulled this
Right.
track. So what I did, the fact that they pulled the track, I was like, okay, no one's really gonna hear this anymore, so I'm gonna take the bottom
Right.
of this track, which is the kick, the snare, the claps, and the hats,
Right.
and take that and put it in the Coin, and start it as that. So it's kind of, if you listen to Frankie Says and the Coin, the bottom is the
There's a lot of
same
elements,
exact,
right.
the same drum program, but then I wrote the
Right.
whole song over it.
Let's hear it.
So the that clap, all that stuff, that's Frankie Says. I'm about done, and I get this idea in my head. It's like Frankie came and said,
Right.
I got a thing for you to do. I swear to God, it was just like that.
Yeah.
So what the idea was, I think I had Damiano and his production partner at the time in my studio. We were working with something. We were doing Let Me See You. We're taking a break from that, and I'm finishing this, and then I'm like, and I think I played Unbreak My Heart for Damiano. For some reason, I played it. I don't know why, but I did. And Frankie did this version of Unbreak My Heart. Tony Braxton. Oh, so going back to the record pool.
Yeah.
The record pool, you get a lot of stuff that was never released. You get DJ promo only.
Okay. Sure.
So he had this dub that was promo only. So only a few people had it.
Okay.
And only the real Frankie heads knew it. The real Frankie heads.
Right.
So that track came into my head, and this loop came into my head. And I'm like, oh shit, let me try it.
I know what you're talking about.
And I placed it in there, the same key, the same everything.
Right.
So I fixed it, I shortened it, and I did it, and it brought the track to a whole nother level. So it was my way of, first of all, giving props to this vocal that I fucking love.
Right.
And then it was my way of giving props to Frankie
Sure.
that they took away from me before.
Sure.
You know, so that's why I love it so much, because it's on so many layers.
Yeah,
Right.
of course.
It's like,
There's a lot of heart in it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Good for
and
you.
to all the real Frankie people, they're like, genius.
Yeah.
It's
and
dope. It came out
that's
great.
why, and I had no idea at the time that Elliot was gonna do a mix.
Well,
I had no idea. I was so excited about it, and this was in Vermont. I was like, Elliot, listen. And it was Elliot, me, Brian, and somebody else. And I mean, Elliot and I were like tearing up.
Yeah.
Especially with the Frankie part in there. And if you want to play that little Frankie part, it's after the break. Go so switch. Go to the break there.
Fast forward here.
Yeah.
You know, Elliot was going to do a mix, and then he heard your version.
Right.
And he was like, I'm not going to do a mix. I'm like,
no.
why are you not going to do a mix, man? I want to hear. He's like, I don't know. Manny's is so good. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I don't think I could top that. I was like, bro.
It's not about topping.
It's not. It's not. We're all family.
Right.
Yeah.
We're all family.
Exactly.
And they did a phenomenal
And
job.
they did a fucking phenomenal job.
Yes. They did a great job, too.
All right, a little bit with the next break. Because I put 2 breaks in here.
I think that was...
Okay, so... And I'm big on these big dramatic drops. So that, wow, that's that little...
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, yes, Frankie, thank you.
Came out great. He did a dub, too. They both sound dope.
Thank you. So, yeah, that's why I consider that
Very
one of
nice.
my favorites. But I don't know, for some ungodly reason, all of my better remixers he has. I don't know what it is.
This guy has them.
The last 3 things that I've done, not the last 3 things, but the 3 remixes that I've done that I'm really proud of are on your label.
You have great work.
For you.
This man.
Thank you. That's why I love you.
I don't get it. I love you too.
Yeah.
Sits with this guy over here, huh?
He did a phenomenal job on this track. It's called Ghost of You. One of my first releases on the label.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull that up too. That's a great track.
And that was fun because I took a loop from my very first remix, Sister,
Okay.
off of 8-Ball Records.
Why is there a strobe light blinking behind me?
I feel like
That's
that's somebody's phone.
Oh.
Because my phone usually... Oh, God, Jeffrey's told me that... Jeffrey said stop cursing. Love you, Jeffrey.
How long ago was that text? That's the big question, right?
Jeffrey.
Too late, Jeffrey.
2 minutes ago. He hears
I love
us.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's fucking awesome, too.
Yeah.
He's a very talented DJ.
Jeffrey's effing awesome.
People should curse more. They're just being honest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I took a loop from Sister, which was off of my first remix single on 8-Ball Records.
I'll play the coin while I'm sleeping tonight.
Nice.
You should. That's pretty hot, actually.
Naked.
That's right.
That would turn everybody on.
Oh, were you there
I will.
when Hector played Elliot and
I just walked in.
That
I couldn't believe it.
So
I was like, what the hell's the coin
Good.
playing at
Oh,
Seattle?
yeah.
I know.
Look at him. Look at his
No,
face.
but it's true though because it's
I was
like,
like-
wow, and it's
I
working.
was like, wow. And it worked. It really
worked.
did work.
It worked
Yeah.
Amazing.
perfect.
It was really
And
cool.
he played the full vocal.
Yeah.
The full
Yeah.
vocal,
The
not
whole
the dub.
thing.
The vocal.
No,
And he played it out, right?
Yeah.
He let it play out.
Yeah.
Look at there's that singing voice that we love to hear. So
No, that's really
There
off.
it
I
is.
sound like
Oh,
I'm
there's that
fucked up.
sexy
Little
radio
pitchy.
voice.
I sound like I'm fucked up,
Oh
yo.
God.
Wow.
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 So what else? So I just recently did a rework, which is I'm really happy with this, but I can't release it because Shaka's people will be
Shaka.
hunting me down.
I just recently replaced my hard drive on my computer with
Shaka
a
Khan?
different hard drive.
Shaka
and,
Khan, yeah.
It sounds like
all my
personal
music isn't
problem.
on over. Isn't transferred over, so I don't have the ghost on here.
You don't have the ghost. I have the ghost.
Do you?
Let's hear it.
Yeah, please.
Enlighten me with this music that, you know.
I have it on my flash drive because you told me to bring.
Yeah,
flash
yeah.
drive.
Absolutely.
So yeah, this particular one. So a good friend of mine back in California sent me.
I'm gonna request you on Facebook, Manny.
Oh, please.
We can become. We could take a picture together, and I can tell everybody I know Manny Ward.
And we can talk about sex.
We could
stuff.
Let's talk about
Wow.
We can talk about it now.
This is what happens when I introduce you to all my friends.
Some reason, right? People like I talk about sex all the time.
You gotta love it. Yeah. So Shaka, I guess apparently there was this. I don't know if I want to call it compilation, but it was an unreleased CD or album of about 18 tracks. Some of them done, some of them not.
Okay.
And there was this one track on there that blew me away. It sounded like back in the day Rufus and Shaka Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like Shaka Khan?
Here.
You know, and it's called Dancing Mood.
Okay.
Harry, you might know this. It reminds me of Once I've Been There. Once I've Been There. Remember that one? Norman Connors. I can always come back.
Look at Harry's confused.
Whoa, I stumped Harry
Once
Soto.
I've Been There.
Did you originally spin on records?
Yeah.
No.
That's hot.
He spun
I'm
on
not
you.
talking to you.
He spun on other things.
Stop.
He's still spinning
Before
on those
records, he was spitting.
No, that's hot.
What?
It's very attractive to me when guys carry crates up the steps.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
turns you on? What else turns you on?
A lot
They
of
have to be
things.
wearing certain kind of
BBC.
clothes?
It fucked up my back.
Especially like when they put
Shit.
it down and the shirt kind of rips,
Yeah,
you
a
know,
little
you
bit.
kind of see,
Little
or
bit, yeah.
a little bit of the crack in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little butt crack.
Sweaty crack.
Everybody has sweaty crack. It's part of life.
I don't sweat.
You don't sweat, right?
Nope, I don't.
Because Harry's just too cool.
I smell.
Schmegma?
I smell delicious.
Do you hear this, Jeffrey?
I've
Do
always,
you hear this?
I've always smelled delicious, and I don't sweat.
You know what's crazy is now I just found it in my drive.
I've been told that.
You guys just have
That's
this
so weird that I
connection
just-
today, huh? You two.
Yeah.
Well, who?
Who?
And that's why. I
Yeah,
picked
no,
it
he
out.
gave me his drive and I found it in mine.
Oh,
Wow.
maybe you're looking at it in my drive.
Rare.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not because I
maybe you
see
in
the
his
I see
drive.
where it is.
Your
Why are you
hard-
driving?
It's under my
bro?
music.
Your hard drive?
That's right.
Your hard drive.
It's
Stop
funny
with
you
your
brought
sexy,
this
with your
because
sexy
He
radio
brought this
voice,
big
Harry.
silver stick
'cause
over
look,
here.
I brought mine for tomorrow.
He brought his big black stick with him.
That's what I. Well, yeah.
See,
Okay,
see,
so
see? I think,
we have the same.
I think.
You do think.
Yeah, I do.
We think alike.
Yeah, we
Folks,
do.
spread the word.
That's something.
92.
What?
92. 92 what?
Harry,
Speaking of Harry's
Harry,
sexy
you need
voice.
to start drinking.
Hold on, I gotta play.
I'm
I gotta,
fucking delirious right
He's in
now.
I gotta
his
play
fucking
this.
suit.
It's
Talking
always
about-
hot in here.
That's because you got
I
a big ass
forgot.
jacket on.
Take
Talking
your fucking
about-
suit off. What's wrong with
I
you?
know.
Are you hot, man? And you're complaining about it?
Hey,
It's this
John,
girl
let's
right
try
here.
that.
She
No,
makes-
seriously
she
though,
makes me
talking. We
feel
will try that right now.
mighty real.
Talking about Harry's sexy singing voice and his.
makes me feel.
Hold on, I gotta play this for you.
Like a
What?
natural woman.
Don't fucking play one of my stupid tracks.
As this will be my... Don't delete this message, as this will be my radio voice. You know, I got the best radio voice in the morning. You know,
Where the hell is that
Horrible.
from?
That's the voicemail. I wake up to the voicemail.
That's your voice. That's
Joe, delete this message.
Nova27.com/radio, people.
Yeah.
Spread the word. We have
Yeah.
Manny Ward as a
Do me a
guest
favor.
tonight.
Text me so I can tweet it.
And
Nova27.com
as usual, the Nova
radio.
family is here.
How do you not know
John
this? You've been on here
Spinosa.
before.
I'm like retarded
And-
right now.
Well, that's a
Jay
different story,
Nice.
but it's true.
Jay Nice, why don't you
What? So
show the people on YouTube how you look?
they can see me. It's right there.
No, how you look.
Will you leave her alone?
Yeah, man.
What the fuck, man?
You're mad suspect sometimes.
Yeah.
So this is Ghost of You.
Yeah.
Who I did with a girl named Militia.
Is he from a militia?
Don't say that too loud.
Militia.
Where are you in my text here? There you are.
I should be at the top of your text list.
You aren't too far from it. We'll just put it
I
there.
get fucking messages on Facebook all day, bitches. I'm like, I'm fucking working. I
Yeah,
got
right.
This shit
What's
going
up with
on.
the radio sluts thing, man? I'm over here in my fucking bed. My wife looks at radio sluts. Who the fuck is that? I'm like,
That's our group chat. That's the name of our group chat.
Oh my
Radio
God.
Sluts.
those are my bitches.
I'm on
Okay,
like
so-
I'm on business calls, fucking hey bitches, and I get like this picture of like this fucking guy dancing emoticons all day, and I'm like, and I don't even want to read it because I'm gonna start laughing. Anyway, back to Manny.
Radio sluts.
Yeah.
We send
Manny-
animated
Wait.
gifs of people having sex all the time.
Now I don't send animated gifs of anybody doing anything like that.
I don't either.
Anyway, Manny Ward is here.
No, but I am the
send
one
my
who's sending the
finger
money
to you.
though.
I sent my finger to you, John. Remember that? 2 weeks ago.
Your finger?
How
Yeah,
many?
there's
how many
no
fingers?
Is that what you call
There's
it?
no emoticon. There's no emoticon for a middle finger, so I had to
Yeah, no, he actually sent me a picture of
literally
his
take
middle
a
finger.
picture of mine and send it to him.
Really?
Yeah,
Finger, that is.
What do you think about the
Finger.
new colored emoticons on the iPhone?
I haven't really seen
Do you
them.
have one? Do you have
The
one now?
colored?
Yeah, there's like an Asian one. There's a black one.
No, I
Really?
didn't see those.
Did you
I don't
update your
But I
software?
did notice.
I'm
I
totally
did. Did
against
you guys
iPhones.
notice that they're like bigger,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
That's what.
There's like a little like.
Like
Asian
if
girl.
you send them by themselves, they're bigger. But if you send them with text and stuff, they're still the same size as they were.
She's actually
know
yellow.
what I'm talking
She's not
about?
Asian.
You don't know about this, Harry, because you got. Oh, you do have an iPhone over there too.
He has 2 phones.
I
He's
got
like a
2
special
phones,
guy.
bitch.
Drug dealer.
Yo, Harry, hook me up, man.
What's up, Harry?
Don't
He's
mess with the
fondling.
stash.
He's fondling the nuts.
Oh,
Stay away from my nuts.
salty.
So this is
Honey roasted.
What
Honey
is this
roasted,
playing
baby.
right now?
Honey roasted.
This is called the Ghost of You, Harry.
Ghost of
Can we
You.
raise it up a little bit?
Yeah.
It's called the Sex Kitten Mix.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I called
Yeah,
it
you
that.
did.
We like those.
And you were very specific. You were like, John, this is called the Sex Kitten Mix.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm very.
It must go out.
Yeah.
Why didn't you
Labeled
call it the velour
Sex Kitten
tongue?
Mix.
I got that from Frankie.
I was like, Manny, whatever you say, sir.
You gotta call certain things. Certain, like one of my favorite Frankie mixes that he named was "What Do You Want From Me?" The Titty Knocker mix. Remember that one?
Yeah.
The Titty Knocker mix. I mean, who does that?
We like big titties.
You know, it was fantastic.
Small titties are better.
you know?
But big titties are good too. The itty bitty titty committee.
I like butts.
Who doesn't?
And I can't lie.
Big butts or little butts or tight butts? I like them all. Or old butts?
You like jelly butts, or you like
If it's got a little wiggle, it's not a problem.
Old ones, like 48. His face. You have to like a woman.
This is
What do you
kind of
like how
cool
I
though
like these
because
old-
you know we're talking about butts.
Oh, wait,
and
here
we
she
got
goes,
this
here she goes.
sexy part.
In my bed under the covers,
Is that you,
Yeah.
Jay?
the ghost of you is still here. I can feel it. In my mouth,
Oops.
my hands,
Oops.
my thighs,
She feels it in her mouth.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I want to meet her.
She's hot too. She's cool. She actually sings in metal bands.
Really?
She's like a hard metal singer.
That's my Juno 106.
This is how like dumb I am to this kind of music. I just found out the other day that this is called dance music. Whoever told me, was it you?
What?
I don't listen to this kind of music. I was like, oh, this is dance.
Well, it's
Well,
not
anything
it's,
you
it's
could
not,
dance to is
yeah.
dance music.
Yeah,
in
but
my
like you don't
opinion.
ever you don't really hear it categorized that way when they speak about it. Like you guys obviously speak a certain way about the way you know. I don't. You guys.
It's interesting you said that though because yesterday when I went to
I
went
listen to fucking rap
to get my
music.
hair cut.
Yes.
And she said, "What do you do?" And I said, "I do this and that." And then
You get your
I
hair cut?
produce dance music.
I thought they just
Right,
fell
you-
out at this
Oh,
point
they
in your
hooked
life.
up the
It's
grill.
very fine line. Yeah.
But but it's not
Right.
the music that you hear. It's not that EDM stuff. And then
So I don't even know what that is, but yes. Go
It's
ahead.
the stuff that you hear on the radio that's like
Okay.
Yeah,
got
but
it.
they took
Eating
EDM, and
dick
EDM
more.
classifies the whole genre.
well
Okay,
but-
so
You know what I
EDM,
mean?
so that's like if
The
you go to
subgenres.
you guys spin at clubs that specifically play your kind of music, right? So when you say EDM, like where they would play that at like a top 40s club an EDM song.
Not really.
Yeah, yeah, of
yes. What do
course.
you mean? Not
Right, so
really?
you
But even they're
No,
playing
no, no,
deep
no.
house at
It's-
top 40 clubs too.
Yeah,
they're
but-
playing everything.
But their
But
version
top
of deep
40
house
is
now,
everything. Top 40 is like
Right.
top 40, top of the charts.
Like
open
would your
format.
music be comparable
If
to
there's anybody out there that want to call in, you can call 646-467.
There you go. Make it awkward, Harry.
And if you got something to say to
And
Manny,
call with
say
a
what's
block
up.
number so Harry doesn't have it.
Didn't call you earlier.
Yeah, right.
whose number did he just
I
give
just
out?
wanna-
I just
wanna-
gave out his own number. That's why I'm telling him call
I
the
just want
block
to see
number.
if somebody's on the line.
Ain't nobody gonna call you.
You never know.
So what do you guys could be considered like underground? Is that
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
right? So like
absolutely.
how there's
Wow,
underground
you're getting
rap.
it, huh?
I'm not. You're like really loving talking over me today.
She's gonna kick your ass.
She
I would
like-
like to see
So
that.
like there's underground rappers, but the top 40 are the people who are like, you know, whatever, like Lil
Yeah,
Wayne or
like
top
making
40,
the big
yeah, but
bucks
Katy
or-
Perry and
what?
top 40 is the top 40
Right,
of
no,
the
but
chart.
I'm saying like the ones who are like, you know,
Top
Drake or
40 is
whatever.
country too.
Right,
Like
but your music is different. He said it's different from EDM. That's I'm just trying to clarify it.
At least mine is now.
Well, see, the thing is though, EDM is the name of the genre in total.
But you guys don't do that.
Subgenres.
Yeah, you don't do it.
They just took. They somehow they.
You
took,
guys stay within the art of this type of music. That's.
I bounce around. Yeah, we bounce.
Yeah, yeah. John does bounce around more than Harry and I do.
Right.
He definitely does.
Maybe that's why I'm getting more defensive over it.
But here's the thing, though.
Bounce, baby, bounce, bounce, bounce.
That was actually good.
It's multiple.
Kind of awkward, if you ask
really
me,
good.
but whatever.
All right, I'm just trying to get it.
But that's what you know.
What
What
else you
this
got
is
on this track?
interesting, though.
Is it fucking air here? Because I'm like, I feel like I'm high, man.
I thought you don't
Yo.
sweat.
You don't sweat. You come in
I'm
with
not
a
sweating.
10-pound
I'm
suit
hot.
on.
Usually when you're a
Roll
body,
your
you
sleeves
look like you
up.
sweat.
You're in a full suit. Everybody's wearing
You look
t-shirts.
like a fucking security guard.
You do actually.
He does. He does.
Like one of those security
Fuck
guards in the
everybody.
mall that you don't necessarily know if he's a security
Paul
guard
Blart.
until you get
Harry Blart.
You come up with the fucking thing.
Yeah, I got your night.
like you just walk around following customers around the whole time.
Excuse me, ma'am. Like, "What, ma'am, yeah.
You try on
all right.
hats like
All
if,
right,
like if you're
enough
there
about me.
shopping.
So this is what I want to say about
Okay.
our crew, our
Okay.
circle of people.
Tell us.
Word.
Tell me.
And I'm gonna drop names here.
Okay.
So I know John, he'll go into an area of production that I won't.
Right. Okay.
That's not even out of my comfort zone, but I just won't do.
Got it.
I'm into all different styles of stuff though.
Curtis Atchison.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that deep about him. He's got that tribal. He's got that progressive, but he also can almost do that.
Booty.
No, not booty. Oh God, what is it?
Can you
The
just
circuit.
Can you just
he could,
act
he,
it
he
out
could
before?
almost do like the circuit sort of music, like the Rafi Rosario sort of thing.
Like tribal-y.
Well, I consider no, because Curtis's tribal is sick, but.
Tribal?
When I think of circuit, I think of it's a certain way of the key, the way the keys are. It does have tribal to it, but the way the keys are, the energy is a little bit more
Big.
So here.
bigger.
So do me a favor. Put on something popular and then compare it to one of your songs, to his songs.
I know
Something
you got
popular, like.
I don't know what's out. I have friends that listen to this music, and when they
But you know, popular could be deep house and such too.
yeah, but
What?
but his is it's different.
True. Back in the day, popular was more deep house than it is now, because nowadays, when you got people like Justin Bieber saying I make deep house, that's bullshit. You know.
This is popular.
And that's considered.
You know this, right?
Yeah.
This is
sure.
top 40.
And that's considered house music.
It's
This
house.
is like deep house.
You know what?
I mean, house.
So okay.
The
you call
production
it
on
deep
this
house.
song is good production. If you listen to the way they
Look at his
arranged
face.
the song,
Look at his face.
I'm not
But
saying
see,
I'm
no,
not
no, no,
saying
I'm not
saying
listening to what you're
because of
saying.
the bubblegum sound, but if you listen to the arrangement of this song,
It's good. Yeah.
it's the bomb, bro.
Yeah, man, I love this song.
I
Why do you
actually
think
like
it's
the
in my
song.
library?
So here it is.
It's one of the few
It's
songs
the
I
first song I pulled out. When
This
she
is-
asked
If
me.
it was really done with real instruments, the shit would be off the fucking chain.
I consider this generic deep house.
That's
See?
right.
There you go.
That's right.
Generic. Because this is This is
Right.
You guys put
the
up the layer
same
for them to be able to do this. You guys,
Absolutely.
you guys were like originators of this type of sound.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
See?
yeah.
Sounds
And they
good,
just
okay.
yeah.
The thing is you know when you cook and you have like the
Yeah, I get it.
real bottom of the food that's really like tasty and it's like
Sure, it's
there.
authentic.
right.
Yeah, and
Get
then
it.
you add certain.
That,
Right.
That's us. That bottom.
I
That,
get it.
that makes everything else taste good.
Why are you looking at her like that,
It's
Harry?
like that's a permanent look. So I look at me all the time.
When I talk about food, I'm very passionate.
I bet
Ah,
you're
I
a
can
chef
tell,
too,
Tell, right?
That's true. But so yeah, like I said, we all bring a certain thing to it.
got
Like Harry brings his,
He brings
I
whatever
bring
it
my
is.
gay-
he
Yes.
brings his
Soto
food
moto.
to it. Yeah.
I really play
Soto.
progressive and tribal.
Excuse
I've
me, I'm
always
still waiting
liked
for
it.
that bottle.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
excuse
What's up with
me.
that bottle, man? You
Excuse
gotta drink
me.
some more, man.
I don't know.
Harry, you can't have it.
Very,
You gotta drive
very,
me.
very
You gotta drive me to the train, Harry.
Very enlightened.
You sure there's not piss in there, man?
Fuck.
You just opened it?
Yeah.
Whew.
I ripped the piece off before when we were talking, but I just opened it.
You attempted to touch.
Just drinking it. There you go.
What? What?
It tasted a little bit of it.
Tempted to
Go
touch.
for it. That's all
Tempted
you.
to
No,
touch.
no.
Come on,
I'm
hit that.
driving. No, I'm driving.
It's a
Tempted
one
to
little
touch.
I don't want.
sip.
I've been eating donuts. I told you I can't drink.
You've been eating donuts. You've been eating
Pass it on
bow
over here.
ties?
Let me try this. You know how many? I've had a few of these bottles,
Just
and
take
I
it.
never ended up drinking them.
Just
Somebody
take
else
it.
always
Just
ended up
take it
drinking
to the
them.
head.
Don't take a big sip. We'll take a sip.
Well, spice rum is
Put it
really
right
good.
to your put it right to your lips, just like that.
Oh yeah.
John.
Slow. Pull the teeth back, John. Pull the teeth back.
I just got goosebumps.
We are not condoning drinking.
You see that? Ooh.
Oh please.
But we do.
This
it.
is flavored water, Mom.
Anyway.
Yeah. Cheers.
Very,
Here's to you.
very enlightening.
So yeah.
Oh, can I play the shaka one?
Yeah, play it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
and
tell
the reason why I
everybody.
want to play this is because it's totally out of anything I've ever done, so to speak.
Okay.
Because it's I took a funk track, didn't speed it up or anything, but just added to it. Kind of like what they did with the Lou Rawls.
And just to clarify, though, like EDM is something more like this. More a beat like this.
I would walk out if I heard this.
This is what they're classifying as
would.
EDM.
See, the stuff you play for me, like I wouldn't be.
Not
I told
if the
you.
strippers on.
This is
your
a
face.
popular track.
If I saw that, I'd walk out.
I have played this track many times.
See, the thing is, I can't take that kind of music.
But not at the same club. I do a lot of different club
that-
level
Yeah.
because
Is that-
I do a lot of open
You
format
play
clubs
you play
too.
that and you go, ladies and gentlemen, Jesse's on stage, ladies and gentlemen.
Whatever.
Tell
Pass
ya.
pass the
Tucci.
drink again.
Is that like the music
Whatever the
that's
hell this
played
crap
at like
is,
the Long
Spice Rum.
Island clubs and like the white guys start dancing? Is that the
This
kind?
is
That's
it's
it, right?
technically I would say
Well,
it's like the
Yes.
the fist. What do they call it? The fist.
fist.
The fist pumpers.
The fist.
You like the
Fisting.
fist.
Ooh.
He wants to know about the
He
fist.
said fist.
Yeah, no.
Fist pumpers. You know what I'm talking about.
That's
Yeah.
the stuff, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Long
Yeah.
Island, Jersey. But before
Manny
I
seems to be at
really
the tail
can't
end of the
say
fist
Long
pumpers.
Island, Jersey because I don't know. I'm sure.
No,
it's
will
gonna
you
be open
refuse to
this-
play at certain clubs because of the type of crowd there is?
Well, most clubs that will book me know what I do.
Oh, so they already
So,
know. Okay,
yeah,
So you don't ever sway from that anyway.
No.
So you wouldn't.
No, I mean, look, any DJ should be able to, not conform to a crowd, but to read a crowd and
but
say,
you don't
okay,
play that at all.
But still be able
No.
to rock them with their own style.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is not me, is what he's trying to say.
And what I and
I met John at
again,
the strip club. He was playing rap music when I met him.
I don't
going
know what
back
you're talking about,
to
girl.
going back to the military. I mean, when I told you I was playing 3, 3, and 3,
Yeah.
and then the guy
Right.
was not happy that I didn't play
Uh-huh.
enough country, and he damn near tipped over my table. That's when I said I'm never doing this shit again.
Well,
I'm gonna do what I do,
Yeah,
and
it's good.
they,
You're true to your roots. Sure.
you
Yeah.
know, if they like what I do,
But it's-
fine. If they don't,
It's also why I have different monikers and stuff. You know, a different alias.
which is fine. I mean, look, I applaud you for that because I can't do that,
But I
and I was
enjoy
told
it.
that I should do that.
You have an
I was
alias?
told to
You don't-
switch. Well, at one point when I tried to,
Just didn't work out.
yeah, I tried to get more. Not more gigs, but things in Montreal at one point was kind of slowing down. So I
Right.
had some friends of mine that said, well, maybe you should reinvent yourself and change your name and start playing different. I'm like, I can't do that, though.
It's not you.
Certain people can.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
You.
It's just
Yeah,
not-
you
'cause
have your
it's-
own style. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
You're
just
Henry
like
Soto.
Manny Ward has his own selection of music, and
Right.
And how do
You
you
know, it's just
reinvent
one of those
yourself?
things.
Reinvent yourself when something that
Right.
is that much a part of
right, you
You've
can't
been
do
that
it.
for so long.
you. Yeah.
You can't. That's what makes us different DJs. That's what makes us unique.
On
You know what I'm
Fridays,
saying?
Harry Soto. We know where you are.
I
We know
love
where to
it.
kill Harry if
Oh
we
my
on Fridays.
Yo.
We know where everyone is.
If he's found,
Harry,
if he's
I have
there.
a bone to pick with you, mister, but we'll pick it
What
off of
bone
the
are we,
air.
What bone are we picking? No, come on, man. We could talk
No.
about it right now.
No, we're talking about other stuff.
I want to know what bone it is.
Yeah, what bone is it?
What bone are you trying to grab?
Yeah.
There's no bone here.
What's the bone?
Look at her. Yo, let me bang,
Work it
man.
to
Let
the
me
bone.
bang. You see that thing I posted on Facebook?
Which thing?
The
What
guy
thing?
from Ultimate Fighting. He was all drunk. He's like, yo, let me bang, man. I want to bang.
Oh, I didn't see that. I gotta check it out.
Hilarious. Absolutely. All right.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm excited for this fight
Yeah,
on
tell me what
Saturday.
the bone is. Come on, man. I want to know. Let everybody know what the bone is.
Nothing.
Well, don't look at me when you
But I
say
wanna-
that, because it's not me who has the bone.
I'm more
What's
ears than
bone?
anything, because if I look at Manny, I'm going to start laughing. What bone?
There's no bone.
All
He
right.
wants there to be a bone. Yeah.
Nah. Well, later.
All right.
So what were we talking about? So it's called Dancing Mood.
Put it
If
on
you can
there.
find it on there.
Dancing Mood, Manny Ward.
John,
Play
What?
it.
Oh, you're talking
Play
to me?
it. Play it.
Dancing move?
He's losing interest here.
Yeah, what are you doing?
It's in. Okay, so if you look
a bit
in here,
of my job as well. Making
I mean,
sure
I could
that
look it
things
up
are
if you want me
legit
to.
still going on.
Are you gonna edit this video? Like, can I see what I look like before you put it up?
Hell no, bitch.
Ugh, God, so disgusting.
So dancing move?
mood.
Mood.
But
I was just
Oh,
gonna
I
say I
guess-
can't find it. Dancing mood, the Manny Ward
Come.
rework.
That's it.
Work it, baby.
Is this a song?
Yeah, this is a dancing mood. Now, again, this has not been officially released. This was given to me as a, just something that happened. I heard it,
White Tic Tacs.
and I was like, I got to do something with it. And
Is this the first time you hear it first, ever in life, on air?
maybe I sent it to my friend in San Francisco. He's the only one who got it, as well as Damiano. But
Wow,
it hasn't
thanks.
been played out yet.
Don't you feel special, Harry?
Harry ain't even listening. Harry's falling asleep.
Harry is falling asleep.
I'm listening.
He's still worried about your bone. Do you ever get like approached by family members to like DJ parties and stuff?
No.
Because I get that.
But the good thing is my family knows what I do. They
Yeah.
know that I would not do
Switch
a
it up.
wedding.
Yeah.
Like a bar
I
mitzvah?
don't do, I did those. I did when I very first started in the military. Even before I was at the club, my friend and I were like mobile DJs. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't.
Yeah.
It's just way too much. But no, they know. Like my cousin got married last year, and he didn't ask me to do the wedding because,
One of my best friends just got engaged. Pretty much the same sentence. He told me he got engaged and that he, was
By the
excited.
way.
He was also like,
Can you
and I
DJ?
thought you could handle the music, right? That's cool, right? And I'm like,
unless
yeah.
the person who is getting married is a DJ.
Yeah, he's not.
Because my friend Frank Rempe, who got married 5-6 years ago in Vegas, there was 3 of us DJs, but he's a house DJ.
Right.
So when I played a house set. I played stuff like Master Blaster and stuff like that. It
That's a
wasn't
party.
we're gonna do the first
Dance.
bride dance, but
How weird.
I believe that was the first part. This was at the reception. The reception was just whoa.
Right.
I had a really bad hangover that next day. I had to fly back to New York. That was rough.
When was that?
Oh man.
You alright?
5-6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. Maybe?
I'm just relaxing. Why? She's like,
He's
I
like
don't
leaning
remember.
back. His eyes closing a little bit.
So why'd you turn my music down?
yeah, man. What's up with
You were
this shit?
talking. I was being courteous.
Don't be Curtis, man.
Nobody could be Curtis, but Curtis.
That's true.
I just saw him this weekend in Boston. You missed it. The closing of Rise.
I know.
Yeah, how come you didn't go, man?
How come you didn't go, Harry?
You're back?
I was. Trust me when I tell you.
He's moving.
Trust me when I tell you. For me to miss something like that, I had to be in some
Yeah,
pain and
right.
incapacitated.
Where was I? My daughter had to play. That's where I was.
It's good.
Family first.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's what I put. God, family, and then music.
That's right.
Nice.
And now this is the actual track.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. I like this. Can I get a copy? LP and Harmony would love this.
Would they?
Yes.
When the
This
f-
is
you gonna
sexy.
ask me to play?
Is that the
piece of
bone?
shit? Yeah.
Oh, now
idiot.
it comes out. Oh, I get it.
All right.
All right. Wow.
I've been wanting to, but you never fucking answer your phone.
Oh, he's just calling you out
Oh.
after calling you
But
up.
you noticed when I came in here and
I
I,
hear
said,
like-
"Yo, Harry, I called you back, right? You heard that, right?"
What in the hell is that?
So stupid. Oh God.
What was
This is
that?
Manny Ward. Leave a message.
Because your voicemail is so much better.
Actually, I'm going. Oh, this is undisclosed information that I'm going to talk about.
But you're talking on air.
Yeah.
That's right. Nobody listening anyway. I'm going to be
Jeffrey's
moving
listening.
Tech and Soul into a bigger venue.
It needs a
And,
bigger venue already? Nice.
That means he's doing something.
And I think that it's going to be in a
Uh-oh.
bigger place for now. But It's gonna be starting in July, so stay tuned.
Very nice.
What about what? But you still have the Pride event that.
Yeah, the Pride event, because I won't be around Pride. I'll be Pride Friday. And you know, if you're more than welcome to come down and play, because it's just a celebration.
Well, no, that's
You going to the rally?
That one is Elliot's.
Elliot's, yeah.
So I'll come down, but I'm not gonna play. That's Elliot's party.
Here we go with some shades. I'll come down, but I'm not playing because you didn't ask me.
No, I'm not gonna take.
He's not
I'm not
taking
gonna
time
take
away
anything.
from somebody else that he
I'm not
respects.
gonna do that.
Well,
I'm the same way. When I go to other parties, people are like, "Oh, I bring my USB."
I
don't
also
do
have
that.
another thing that I'm planning with Sirius, with all of us.
Okay.
It's going to be a series of all of us playing. When I say all of us, it's going to be for the gay DE.
Oh.
And I'm in the middle of working on something with Larry Flick on that. And I haven't presented it to Elliot yet, but Elliot said, "Do your thing, and then we'll talk about it." So.
All right. And I got to talk to Larry. Larry said he wants me up there. So.
This is a worldwide, radio station, so we'll get a lot of play.
Excuse me.
Would you play this, John? Or is this too funky for you?
No, I like this a lot. I dig this.
Yeah, but you wouldn't play it, man.
It's totally different.
Who are you to know
I know
what I
you
would play?
You wouldn't play this shit.
I would
man.
play
You
this
wouldn't play it.
tomorrow.
I would play it, but you wouldn't.
You would play this?
Hell yeah, in a minute.
You have,
It's
how are
not
you
too
going to
slow
tell
for
me?
you?
I'm not even going to try to
It's not
argue
too
with
slow
you.
for you? I know you can't.
Well, LP and Harmonies are, they kind of dance to this type of music.
I like that.
Which they really get down. Like, there's people that are crazy on the floor. Meanwhile, it's the smallest place on earth, but I could do whatever I want, which is great.
Because Harry's
You know what inspired me for this? Because again, I've never done anything this slow, this funky, and all this is just rework. So when I mean rework, all I did was I wrote the whole drum programming under it. I cut it up, I rearranged it, and then I put the chunk of the song, the actual singing, because this is a whole song.
Right.
I don't have the whole piece of the song, so I just literally just did it. But anyway, 718.
You played this at 718?
No, but it inspired me to do something like this because I've never worked on anything like this. I've always done house. I've always done
this is nice.
Tribal.
This is great. I mean, these are elements of those things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's more deeper and soulful, and you could really feel the music. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I wish I could hear it louder, but it kind of sounds like a music.
I'll send it to you.
Wow.
Now, the thing
just talking a lot of shit tonight.
I love you. But don't pick the bone. I know that's the bone.
He wants to pull the bone.
We talked about the bone.
He doesn't want to pick.
The bone has been picked.
All right.
The bone has gone down.
Well,
it's all right.
I don't want to start saying something else because then I know John's going to say, well, why haven't you done anything yet?
Harry talks a lot of shit.
I'm just very busy, man.
Uh-huh.
It's
We're
not
all busy, buddy.
It's not like I could go sit down and I have a lot of things that I have on my plate. Man.
I know. None of us do though. Yeah. Heroes.
No, actually.
On rolls.
Well, I just released all of my Dada music.
Your Dada.
On the label Dada. Me and Rich had a record label with Kevin Hedge a while back. They did the production deal with us, and we had about 8 songs that we released with Funky People and
Funky People. That's
all
right.
That, yeah.
That's right. Okay.
I released everything
onto
distributor and let them do what they gotta do.
Funky People.
Nice.
Probably not gonna make any money out of it, but it's just out there.
I did
Welcome to the record business.
People. Exactly. All right. What's your next question?
Yeah.
What's my next question?
I don't know.
Ooh,
questions.
put me on the spot now.
All right, talk to me about love.
So you didn't finish your story though. How you almost met Janet Jackson?
Oh yeah. Oh,
you kind of met.
You almost smacked Janet Jackson.
I went.
You kind of met her.
Because
You're drinking and
I
I'm
went
drunk.
into the A&R people. That's right. So all right. Very good. So Rick Squillante, who is the A&R for Virgin Records,
right?
And he's the one who was
excuse me,
responsible for releasing "I Am Ready," the first real house record on on Virgin, aside
everything's fragile
from
today.
aside from I guess a Whistle Song. Anyway, he calls me like 2 days before the Grammy Awards or whatever week that was.
Right.
I'm sorry, year that was. That was the year that Frankie won his Grammy. That was the year that the first Grammy went to a dance artist.
Okay.
Dance remix artist.
Okay.
And that was Frankie. He got the first one. Louis got the second one. I'm sorry, David got the second one. I think Louis got the third. Well, anyway, something like that.
Okay.
He calls me and says, "We're having a Grammy party,
right?
And I want you to DJ."
Mm.
And he said, people like Mick Jagger and Janet Jackson and people are gonna be there.
Sick.
And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, hell yeah. I called Emily, DJ Emily. We were just talking about this last week or 2 weeks ago. And so that was when I kind of met Janet Jackson because so that night, this is after, so we didn't go to the Grammys, but we were in the room, you know, everything was set up, and as the Grammys was over, people started filtering because this was the Virgin Grammy party, so everybody from Virgin.
Yeah.
So Frankie walks in with Nona Hendrix. I'm like, holy shit, you know. Janet is there with her dancers, and she's literally, okay, so Harry, you are about... what, maybe 5 feet from me?
Wide? What?
Wow.
Oh.
Janet was about
the way he was doing that.
Janet was about 8 feet away from me.
If you're talking about my cock, it's okay.
Oh, just put myself in that spot, huh?
Mick Jagger was about 8 feet from me on the other side.
Right.
Annabella Sciorra, I guess she was a girl who played in
she's hot.
It wasn't Hand That Rocks the Cradle. It was
My Cousin Vinny.
No, she was no. She was the one who was in
She was in the Motherfucker Without the Hat.
No,
with the hat.
What was that? Oh,
yeah, she was in Motherfucker with the Chris Rock.
The one that I know is the one with Glenn Close and that old guy who's married to Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh, Michael Douglas.
Yeah, that movie where.
What the fuck is it called?
No, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
I don't know,
she was there. We were hanging out. We started
some shit. Oh, something like that.
But so that's how close I was to Janet. And I mean, we made eye contact, and I'm freaking
it's close enough.
Fuck out because I just saw her.
You made
her show,
right?
Like maybe
great show
2 weeks ago,
right?
And I'm like, she's right here. She's like, she's right there, and she's doing her Janet dance. I'm like,
no. She's so
yeah, it's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. She
looks good still.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Janet always. Yeah. There's a couple of people that just really gets my goat. Janet is one of them. Yes, I said it.
As she should be.
I don't know anybody who would not say that.
Well, I'm sure there's some people that
I guess
may not be someone's taste.
Yeah. Well, you know, I found that out after that whole Super Bowl thing. I actually found out that people did not think Janet was...
Oh, when her tit came out?
Yeah.
It's a tit, man. Like a...
Fatal Attraction.
Do you think it was planned?
Fatal
Do you think
Attraction.
it was planned?
No.
I do.
I think it was planned.
What?
Janet Jackson boob doesn't just pop out, I don't think.
And it doesn't just pop out with a pasty.
Yeah, that's...
I honestly think it was planned.
Oh, shit, that's a nipple shield. When you have it,
it looked like a pasty to me.
Oh, but it was pierced.
When you have it pierced, yeah. I tried putting one of those on my piercing, but it just didn't work out too well. But you know,
it was planned, and then.
But that's like it goes around it, and
right. So your piercing goes through your nipple, then it's just like connected to the piercing itself. So it's
right. So the nipple is actually still showing. Then is what you're saying.
What, the what?
So her nipple was actually still showing?
No,
I thought it was just a pasty
it was a whole
over
pasty.
Oh, I don't know. It goes through. It goes through. If you have
if that's the case, then it would be a shield around the nipple. The shield would be covering just the areola, and the nipple would be popping out the center. And then a pin would be going through the center.
Yeah, it was a whole, and that's why I thought it was real. And because prior to that, she was exposing a lot.
Yeah.
The 1993 Janet album. I have that poster. It's fucking two tits and everything. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what happened with that.
Nice. Wow. Manny spends a lot of time in the gym too, right? You're a pretty buff dude.
Not as much as I used to, but
No.
I used to be a pretty.
You always
spends a
working
lot of
out.
time
Every
in the
time I'm
gym.
calling you in the gym.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm doing,
every
I
time.
mean, no, I still work out.
I'll call
but
you back later. I'm going to the gym now.
It's
I'm in the gym. What do you want?
maintaining.
What do you want? What do
I've
you
never
want?
sent
I'm in
a
the
All right,
gym.
baby. All
I've
right,
never
I'm
sent
gonna
a
call you
text to one of
back.
you guys.
I'll call you back. I'm gonna get something to eat. I'll call you back.
I'm on the treadmill right now.
Cooking. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's good though. He's working out and not talking to anyone. That's what you're supposed to do at the gym.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
guess you got a point.
No, you got
Jay
Enjoy.
Jay hits the gym pretty hard too.
Jay's a
over here.
bodybuilder.
She's a bodybuilder.
Oh, really?
She does competitions and everything.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm a small version of that.
She's a
No,
UFC champ.
Sick.
That's what keeps you in health and young and all that stuff.
I mean,
plus
nowadays.
the music and stuff.
Yeah, I mean nowadays though it's more about being healthy more so than looking great. I mean, looking great comes with it too, but
Yeah.
Well, you're doing
internally-
competitions and stuff, so isn't it a combination of all the above?
I haven't done a competition since 2011. Competitions are not healthy.
Well, because you got the whole
Wha-
dieting.
right, because the
thing
dieting is
and-
extreme. But you're at a subnormal body fat that's only really held for 5 minutes on stage, and as soon as you start drinking water and you start eating, it comes back like that. So it's not like.
That's sick.
And then if
That's
you're,
crazy.
and then if you
Instantaneous.
you're depleting water, you're not eating, you're low on carbs, you're dizzy for like the last month because
Yeah.
you're so tired.
That's right. I was in a fucking competition early this morning. I had some water. Look what fucking happened.
I mean, you have to deal whether or not you want to. You have to deal whether or not you want to take the drugs. You know, that's
Yeah.
your choice.
Yeah.
I love drugs, man.
Who doesn't?
Everybody, if you're curious about drugs, try them out.
But I mean,
All right. then,
nowadays
Harry
you have to
Soto.
be a little healthy.
That's
you know,
Harry Soto speaking, by the way.
I do
Exactly.
believe. I
Big
do
brother.
believe in the lower carb lifestyle. That sugar is like a drug. And
carb?
Yeah, of
Fuck
course.
that, man.
Well, I
Eat as
could
much
never
carb as
totally.
Sugar
get away
is,
from
man. I'm
sugar.
addicted to sugar.
sugar is like a drug.
I've had sugar today. I had sugar yesterday.
No, I
had
have
sugar
it
the
every day,
before.
but you just pull back on it. That's all.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
it's still difficult.
if you know you
Pull
have
out.
things like diabetes,
binge
high
in it
blood
too,
pressure, certain things like
yeah.
that, you have to watch
Definitely
it.
runs in my family.
Doesn't matter how young you are. If it runs in your genes, that's a problem. Then you have to kind of be cautious about it now.
I
And
mean, I could just take off my jeans and it'll be all right.
yeah, of course.
Take off your jeans.
I mean,
Harry, why do you have to be the one to tell him to take off?
Of course it was
Pants
Harry.
off.
Take off your jeans.
See, that just
But
proved the
yes.
point.
no,
If you
carbs
take
are
off your
okay if you
jeans,
utilize
I'll-
it.
If you take off your jeans, I'll take off my tie.
Wow, that's a
That's
good
so
trade.
weird.
I wouldn't
So-
play this game with you anyway,
But yeah,
buddy.
go
But
ahead.
Carbs is
Sorry to
good for
disappoint
me
you.
in the middle of the day.
Right. I think it all really has to do with how you feel. If you feel good on it, then I don't see a reason to take it out.
Right.
I mean, if you have other goals, if you're trying to get to a certain body fat, yeah, that's probably the first thing you'd pull.
yeah,
Right. But I wouldn't do anything in a drastic form. I wouldn't do a detox where you're not eating anything but water and cinnamon for like 3
Sometimes-
weeks.
sometimes I just have to remember to eat.
No.
I just get so busy during the day that I just
Oh no!
Don't eat.
No,
Yeah.
no,
that never
My
happens
stomach
to
lets
me.
me know.
Oh. This
is Arnold. You have to eat
Yeah, but people,
fucking thing.
but people who are
Don't
genetically
body
gifted
build.
like him, you're gonna,
says.
they can eat that.
Shut
food.
up!
That voice is so annoying.
eat everything and don't bodybuild.
No.
God is
no,
not
no.
drinking.
I honestly think.
man.
Shut up! I honestly think if you eat everything in moderation, it'll be perfectly
Absolutely,
fine.
I agree.
Yeah,
Really?
Don't
Yeah,
starve
but I
yourself.
mean,
Don't be a girl.
sugar
Yeah.
though, sugar.
Right, donuts and
Yeah, but you
cookies and
can-
that stuff is fun to eat. If you're eating it in moderation, everybody fucks up. Everybody has a bad week, a bad month. But if it's every
Harry's on top of
day,
it.
you're eating McDonald's every day, ham
What does
and
Harry
cheese
know?
sandwich and Coke every day.
Yeah.
I don't eat it
that.
every day.
What is that?
3
cola?
times a week. Yeah,
I
and
only
I saw
fuck-
that.
I
It's
only-
cola.
I only fucking eat it because there's no food
so
here.
gross. Soda's
There's no
so
food
bad.
where?
If there was some, natural
I love how we're
food
talking
in
about
there.
food.
I'm just.
Yeah, I love food. Don't kid. Don't.
I'm gonna visit Manny
wrong.
and get a Philly cheesesteak because I've never had one.
You're gonna visit
But
Manny
what
and
is-
have eggs
seriously?
with oil.
Harry just discovered Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm not on
Like, he's like, apparently there's this app called Instagram. It's
yeah,
pretty
last
popular.
night. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this fucking
He's
guy?
like, it's like a phenomenon.
I
He's
got
like,
a lot of
everybody's,
people
He's like,
everybody's
guess how
jumping
many-
on it.
He's like,
You guys
guess how
check it
many
out yet?
friends I have, and I'm like, wow.
Followers.
It's
It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool. I think it's
Anyway, forget about health.
He's really on top
I had
of his
Taco
game
Bell
over
last
there.
night. I told you.
Oh shit.
So unhealthy.
I think it was because of you that I actually had tacos last night.
Did you?
But it was Tuesday, so Tuesday is very.
we were talking at 10 o'clock at night. Where
Taco
the fuck did
Tuesday.
you get tacos from?
I didn't have tacos till
Where can I get
After
a
we
White
spoke.
Castle?
White Cat. He's in New York.
they weren't that good. They
Where's-
weren't that good.
Well,
White
White
Castles are
Castle's
I forget where I
delicious,
got it
man.
from. It was a
White
delivery
Castle's
around here.
Oh.
What, White Castle?
No, it
Harry,
was
Harry,
tacos.
take me to White Castle.
I don't
Take
think
him
there's
away,
one around here.
Belly bombs.
Ugh, those are the best.
I know. You gotta
Number four-
sleep alone.
Those taste good
Number
when you're fucked up, man.
Number 4 with
They like-
cheese. That's
Yeah,
it.
except
like
you'll
Give me
be
almost
2.
sex.
except you'll be number 2 and all the next day.
That's okay though. It's worth it.
You're
Yeah.
farting up the storm, man.
No, I don't fart.
Did you ever?
Yeah, right.
So I made the
Oh, shit.
mistake of eating one right after flying from the West Coast to here.
Oh,
Oh, that must have been fun.
Man,
Does that mess you
Yeah,
up?
what's
huh?
in those fucking
it
burgers?
literally
They make you,
felt like there was
Processed everything.
a brick.
Your stomach.
And then, like that night, thank God the door was closed and it was warm, because I could open up.
Oh man.
It's a bad night, right?
What
But
did
it
Billy
was
say
good
about
while
that?
it went down. No. It was at Annie's, my friend Annie's
Damn,
house.
Annie must have threw your ass
No.
out.
Luckily, I was in the room
By
and
yourself?
the door was closed and the
Oh,
window
okay.
was open.
Sheesh.
Oof.
You heard it
I-
first.
I know.
Nova27.com.
Never
/radio.
eat a White Castle after flying
You know
for
what?
6 hours.
Oh,
It's the best thing to do.
You know, I don't know if you guys know about People Magazine. They have a section that says, or is it Us Weekly that says, oh, and people, and they drink cola too, or they go shopping too.
That kills
What?
me.
You know what I'm talking about? Like they have a section
Celebrities?
where like movie stars and whatever, they do like what normal people do. So they take snapshots of them, like
oh, paparazzi like
So they
grilling them when they're walking down the street with
they-
their family.
they go shopping too.
Well, look, he
but
walks.
no
he
shit.
walks down the street with his daughter in the park too.
Right.
No shit.
So this is like Manny farts too.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. No, I didn't
That's
say I
right,
did
folks.
that.
Talking about beats,
I didn't say I did that.
beats and strings.
You didn't hear me say
You ever
I
get
did that.
inspiration from your flagellation?
That's right.
Love that.
Ah, I like that.
That's
You
right.
should use that.
White Castle does that to
You know what you do when you fart? You
Let's
say,
write a
this is-
song together.
"Hey, this is a new pad I bought."
Let's go to White Castle and Taco Bell and write a song together.
Inspiration from your flagellation.
Sometimes
That's
people
just-
get that.
Do
You
you
guys
have any
brought
other
it up,
hobbies
you
though?
know.
Anyway, do you have any other hobbies? So you don't
Really?
you don't
Do you have any
weightlift
other-
anymore.
Oh,
No,
do
no,
you have
seriously,
hobbies?
you want to know
he
my
does
hobbies?
have a-
Yeah,
he
what
does
do you
have a
do?
hobby.
What are you do when you don't do music?
Can you plug
Oh.
this in, John?
You're
Jeez.
Manny Ward.
Oh, God.
Can you plug it?
I'll plug
Yeah.
this in,
Okay,
yeah.
so here's the thing.
Thanks.
Here's the thing. I love to cook.
I don't know
I'm trying
about that.
You gotta give me a second to remember where I put everything. Everything's like all over the place.
Drinking?
What'd you do? You didn't just spill that, did you?
No, Harry just insulted my
I
cooking.
didn't insult your
Oh.
cooking.
I said I love to cook. He's like, I don't know about
What do you?
that.
What do you cook?
Amsterdam,
What does
man.
Manny Ward cook?
No,
Oh.
I mean,
He
did
cooks
Curtis cook that,
with
or was that
sour-
a combination?
Sour milk and scrambled eggs with oil.
That sounds good.
You guys make some killer food.
No, that was actually
I've
all
never
Curtis.
had your food.
No, you haven't had my food yet. But that was actually all Curtis.
Is that me?
Yeah, I like to cook, and then my biggest thing is model trains.
Well, that's interesting. Do you paint them too?
No.
You just buy them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, you know how like certain women like to buy shoes, or
Of
certain
course.
guys like to buy drugs. I like to buy model trains.
Why do you look at me when you say that? So, do you always have to have a model train like around the Christmas tree during the
Yes.
holiday
As a
season?
matter of fact,
Is it always a different one? Do you always have like the specific one that you have to have
actually,
every single year?
it's going to be a different one this year because I have a whole lot more room, and I have 2 grandnephews. And
excuse me.
One nephew loves trains, so you've had my cooking.
That's Jeffrey. I've had his cooking.
Oh
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
But that
Jeff-
wasn't
I haven't
Manny's
had-
cooking. That wasn't
yeah,
Manny's
we
cooking.
had
But Jeffrey's cooking
I
was
know how
killer.
Jeffrey's cooking.
He is
Yeah, he's a good cook.
bang chef. It was delicious.
That's messed up, man. Jeffrey.
Yes.
what are you
Here's to
cooking?
you, Jeffrey. I just drank
Jeffrey, we love you.
some
Rum.
spiced rum.
Delicious
and my
cooking.
hair is literally growing on my chest as I
Right?
Really? Growing out of your
so-
nipples.
Did you leave that little sip for me?
Stop.
Model
Save that for
trains,
later.
cooking. What
You're
else?
so sweet. Thanks.
Gym.
So
Jim,
sweet. So
and,
sweet.
That's about
You
it,
like
I
that, right?
guess. I mean,
DJing.
yeah, the music. Honestly, the music keeps me
Very busy.
The most busy. When I'm around family, though,
What kind of groupies do
I
you have?
usually cut.
Oh, he has groupies. Trust me.
I know. That's why I'm asking him.
He doesn't know that he has
I don't
groupies.
know. You know,
I see the groupies that go to him.
kind of
and
groupies
you
do
know,
you
what? And he's very true. He is so right about that. I
I
don't.
see, and he's like, "Oh,
I don't know.
you should
I mean,
see. You should see him." He's like,
look.
"Oh, thank you."
I have my family.
Yeah,
Okay, so my
sure.
family consists of these guys
Right.
here, Jeffrey and
Okay.
and Elliot and
Right.
Brian,
Sure.
and that's my family.
Okay.
And Danny and all these people.
Okay.
Apparently, they see things I don't see.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't see that.
You don't
I
get
honestly
like you don't
see
get
that.
like messages on Facebook like, "Hey." you wanna
Yeah, I
hang?"
do, but I just totally delete them. I do.
Have you ever answered one
No.
ever in your life?
I have.
No, he gets them in
actually.
person.
No. Well, there's a couple of times, somebody would
Would a
contact me and about the music, and they heard what I did or this or that, and I love that.
Right.
But
You have groupies though. You have them.
I guess.
You're currently with someone.
Yeah.
So before this time, would a one-off be possible?
Oh,
But
absolutely.
is it an open relationship that you
time.
have?
Wait a minute. This time.
Oh.
This time.
There is no this time. There is any time.
Is there an understanding?
It's understanding.
There's an understanding.
Understanding. See, as
Understanding.
do I have one. It's an understanding.
It's totally an
No, you don't
understanding.
understand his understanding.
Understanding.
His understanding is different than your understanding.
No.
No, but I
Okay.
don't have that much understanding
Oh, yeah.
material.
Well,
I
remember.
did.
Yeah.
Harry saw it. Harry
Right.
saw it.
I've seen
Oh,
it
you saw
all.
it firsthand.
I did.
Very
Oh,
nice.
that's a different story.
So
That's
okay. I will say this. When I
Oh
had
my
my
God.
residency at Champs,
right.
Okay.
Oh, forget
from
about
97 to 98, that was the best residency I've ever had in my career because
Right.
playing a couple things. I was in full control.
Okay.
I was able to switch it from a bridge and tunnel crowd to an industry crowd,
Okay.
and I was able to pick any dancer I wanted.
that. That's right.
Very nice.
And the dancers really appreciated when I booked them.
That's right.
Oh, very
When I
nice.
used to
Oh,
open for
Harry.
you, man used to say, "Stay here. I'll be right back."
Oh.
Why don't you stay in the Why don't you stay in the booth for a little bit longer?
Play a
Very
couple more
hot.
tracks. Play a couple more tracks.
And those
Harry, you
dancers,
just been
man.
called out, bro. Here,
Who's that?
take that text
Somebody's-
message.
Who's calling
It's
me out?
probably Jeffrey, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All the straight. That's true.
It went there.
Oh, yeah, huh?
He doesn't even have to finish the sentence.
Yeah, finish this.
Oh no, Jeff! I don't add adobo to all my food. First of all,
Adobe.
yeah, he says, Harry, I'll add adobo to your wonton soup if you come over. Adobo is a.
I know it.
Seasoning?
I have it. I have it.
He's
I have it in
laughing right
my
Have it in your pantry.
I don't like
I
adobo.
do.
I really.
I don't use it that much.
I don't use
Right.
adobo.
It's very. It's. high in
I'm a
sodium.
professionally trained chef.
I know we heard this
All right.
before.
What
so why
haven't
didn't
you
cook
done,
for
Harry?
us? I know you're
Um,
like a jack of all trades.
Well, I had to because I had to live
male
on my
model,
own.
nice tie, security
Did you
guard.
just say male model?
Security guard.
I am a male
She
model.
just said male model.
I am a male
Chef.
model.
DJ.
Anyway, what was I saying? What were we saying?
Groupies.
Oh yeah, so
He has a ton
I know
of
his groupies.
You know him.
I know all of them.
You know what? I don't know.
And then it's like there are times
I
when
have a hard time
when we
answering
talk
that.
about.
Why? It's the reality of it all. I'm sure all of you have groupies.
Like, I'll see somebody
Not
that's
me.
like I'll see somebody that
Holy
says
shit.
that guy is Manny's type, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like another guy that is like.
That's
the
true.
hell?
What are you, like his wingman? That
No, no,
guy
He
You
wants
right
to
know what?
there.
switch it
No,
up. That's why he just wants to
He
switch
did
it
that a
up.
couple of times in Amsterdam, and I'm like, no.
That guy right there looks like.
No, Harry, you don't know what you're talking about.
But when Manny's in the mood,
Yeah.
Ain't no
Look out.
stopping.
Look out, huh? I think
Look
that's with
out.
everyone.
What are you
though.
talking about? I've never been on the prowl mood.
oh no, you haven't. No,
Yeah.
What animal would you consider yourself if you were on the prowl?
yeah.
You can
That's
only
a
be
good
one.
question. I'm not a stalker though.
He has to be a
and I'm not a
predator.
hunter.
A lion.
No?
I'd say
I'm
you a
a cheetah.
butterfly
That is not a prowling.
because you go
hooligan.
from place to place.
Flutters around. Oh my god.
That is,
Wow.
that is such.
So
Wait,
an
Harry, what are you? What are you?
insult.
Harry?
flutters.
I don't
What
know.
animal are you, Harry?
What am I? I'm very reserved.
He's a
I'm
turtle.
selective.
He's a tortoise.
I'm
Hides in his
selective
shell.
and private.
He's a tortoise
Selective and
or a
private, huh?
sloth.
Those are fucking freaky, right?
I know that's why it
Who?
says.
Oh,
I'm very
shit, the
selective.
sloths.
Oh yeah.
Selective
know what we're talking about,
and
right?
private, and I don't
You see those?
divulge.
You don't
memes?
kiss and tell.
You don't kiss and tell. You.
I won't be around you when I do it.
No.
I don't kiss and tell neither. You don't.
You could have fooled me. You
I
don't
don't
have
kiss
to
and
fucking
tell.
tell.
You don't. Who do you?
Yeah.
I don't kiss.
Wait a
and
minute,
tell.
Yeah, you
Harry.
do.
I'll be back.
But what is it? Maybe I went to the bathroom.
I'll be back.
Maybe I went to the bathroom.
Hey, how you doing?
No.
He's
What?
walking down the stairs.
Was this in church?
No, I was taking
That's
requests.
practically
Amazing. Amazing. So you still get groupies. That's
well, you know,
that's
it's
good.
it's a natural
has
thing. You
groupies.
know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things.
I have a crew. I have a
crew of groupies.
crew.
Do you
No,
have-
no.
Do you have people that like follow you
Groupies?
from place to place?
He does have a following.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
well,
it's
you know.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
I'm talking for you. I shouldn't.
I have.
I guess the first time.
So
Yeah.
Jesus.
followings. I guess
Right.
is that a good word?
Yeah, if you could
Or
say following.
supporters.
I kind of like
Supporters.
Fans.
I kind of like
supporters.
crew groupies.
There's
I don't like
groupies.
groupies
There's
because
not the ones that go up to the booth and they go,
Manny, how many? No, I don't have.
and their hand goes like lower,
I
and you're
don't
like,
have-
whoa.
Well,
Yeah,
Now,
right?
now
He's
look,
not
if
like-
they
Then
you
all
know,
of a sudden he changes his
they'd
mind.
be like,
Maybe.
hey.
Yeah.
But that hasn't happened in
Yeah.
a long time.
In a long, but it's
Yeah,
happened.
right.
It's it's happened. It's happened.
Good
Yeah, it's
morning.
happened.
How are you?
I'm not gonna lie, it's happened. But
yeah, right. That's a fun
right.
time.
and it happens. So I have
Happens
to
to
say
all of us.
that that's a really good platform to be in
Right.
on a lot of ways because. Okay, so one of my best compliments I ever got
Right.
was in Montreal. It was this club that Angel opened up, and I wanna call it.
Right, set the mood. What song was playing?
Just make anything up.
I can't remember it. Do you remember?
Were you wearing something tight?
Is it Rouge something?
No,
Red? No.
no. But anyway, it was after Stereo, after Angel left Stereo, and he
For like your muscle showing?
built this. No. It wasn't even that.
It's like two different conversations going on.
Before,
Yeah, right.
This
What
is
the hell is
before,
this?
I was still in the booth,
It's a
and whenever I
Anything
play, the
Was
lights
it?
are down. No, it's
Right.
not about me. It's just the booth.
Right.
But a friend of Angel's, it was
Mm-hmm.
the first time that I met her that night. I was playing one of my favorite songs, and any club that Angel has something to do with, the system is like on point.
Right.
It is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So I played this track. I think it was "Love to the World," Michael Watford, and this
Right.
beautiful girl came up, busted into the booth, and said, "You just gave me an orgasm."
Wow.
Let me find
I
out.
was like, "What?" She's like, "I was sitting on that speaker, and you did something with the bass,
Nice.
and you gave me an orgasm."
Let me see.
And
What
I'm
would have been like? Let me see.
That is the best
That's
compliment I have ever gotten in my life. Now that's saying something.
No.
Now that's
You
a
know,
good. Now
to
that's
me-
a good system.
Yeah, like
Let me see.
whoa. She's,
Let me see. Let me check it out. Let me make
So
sure.
yeah. So
Is the speaker still working after that?
I guess.
Did you
But
clean
look.
up?
So look, Angel builds his systems
Very well.
so it can be worked
Right.
like that.
Right.
So
Very
yeah, that's what happened.
That's
And
definitely
That's
being
a good
worked.
comment.
That was amazing. That was and one other, and then that'll be it.
Uh huh.
When I was at Stereo, it's one of my longest sets that
Mm-hmm.
I've done. I think it was like maybe a 9-10 hour set.
Mm-hmm.
And I always had a really great following in Montreal. It's kind of towards the end of the night, not fully, but so this couple, this really good looking couple, was up in the booth.
Yeah.
I'm like, who are these people? I mean,
Yeah.
really good looking.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm in Montreal. Montreal, they're beautiful, both sexes. I don't know, it's in the air, it's in the
Sure.
water. I don't know what it is, but it's that way. And I didn't mind them. I'm doing my thing, and the guy comes over and is like, hey, I like what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. What are you doing afterwards? I'm like, it's right across the street. He's like, look, my girlfriend wants you and me to come over. And I'm like, I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, well, I at least got about an hour. Can you wait?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to shut the music
Yeah.
off.
Right.
Well, it was a great night. It was an
So
hour and
so
a
they
half
waited.
later. No, hour and a half later, it was still going.
Oh.
They had to
Yeah.
leave.
Oh, so you didn't get.
I didn't get
oh,
my
wow.
Montreal threesome.
But you would have.
Oh, hell yeah.
Too bad Harry wasn't there. You could have had him take over.
Harry would have been there watching. Harry, play some music. I'll be right back.
So that's my little bit of stories. No more,
Awesome.
no more kissing and telling.
Awesome.
No more kissing and telling.
Yeah, that's cool. We'll wrap it up now. But no, I really
Awesome.
appreciate you coming out, Mr. Manny Ward. It was
Thank you,
fantastic.
John.
It was
Thank you
nice
for
to see
having
you.
me.
Thanks
Thank you
for
so
being
much.
I'm
here.
gonna get some sleep.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody
it's
who's
fucking
out
hot
there
in
who's
here.
listening, come out tomorrow night.
Yeah, tell them what you want.
It's at
Nova.
it's a Nova
It's a
27.
Nova Nights party. Yeah, so
Right.
it's a
Very
label
nice.
party. It's
Very
at
nice.
Iron Bar on 45th and 8th.
It's a great spot.
Right in the corner in Manhattan. It's a great spot. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
Midtown
nice
Manhattan.
lounge. They got hookah.
Hookah.
They got food. They
always
got
something.
great beers. Lots of beers and wine.
So I shouldn't eat
drinks.
dinner, huh?
No, you should not.
Too bad Harry's not going to be there because Harry doesn't love me enough to go. He used to.
I love you.
We start at 8 p.m. We go till 4.
Okay.
I love you
it's
with
gonna
all
be a
my
good
heart.
night.
It's a long night.
It's a long night.
I am always there with you.
I like
know
long
you
nights though.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
But I mean, that's good for people who want to come out after
Yeah,
work
you know,
or
after
you know
work,
come out
yeah.
later. You know,
Thursday fun.
It's not going to be as warm as it was tonight, but it's not going to be cold.
don't tell me that.
So, you know.
This place is gorgeous too. They got. I
Right.
mean, it's just recently renovated. They've been open for a year.
Right.
When it gets nice and warm out though, they open all the windows, so it's like really nice atmosphere. Yeah.
So yeah.
Plus,
come on
hookah's
out.
really going over well. No hookah. Really,
Hookah?
yeah.
I don't like hookah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can try some tomorrow night though. You'll be
I
alright.
tried it
Little
before.
hookah.
No,
It's
yeah,
weird.
all right. Well,
Really
yeah.
weird. I'll
Nobody
try
likes
it.
it.
No, it's good. They got all different flavors and stuff. You can combine flavors. You can get
Yeah.
like grape with
Does
strawberry.
it get you high?
No.
It's like smoking, isn't it?
It's like smoking.
It's like putting something in your mouth and spitting it out.
He
I
doesn't
don't
like to spit it out, huh?
see.
Leave it
That's the
there.
problem.
Leave it there.
Is that why you don't like it too, Harry?
Let it,
We get it now.
Let it marinate
All
for a
right.
couple
This is
seconds. Let it
like
marinate.
scope.
Harry's like, you don't swallow it?
Let it marinate.
And then Harry,
Hi.
hi.
You're funny.
How are you?
You lick it up and you
Well,
snowball it.
thank
back
you,
into the other
Manny.
person.
Manny.
Oh, really?
That's what you
Thank
get
you for
somebody
having
that.
me, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
No,
for
thanks for
listening to
coming.
my
We
long,
want
boring
you to-
story.
We're going to have you again.
Yeah. There's more music that'll be actually by that time. By the next time I come out, there'll be a whole lot more music. I'm gonna be working with Frank Rempe. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be working with Frank Lamboy soon.
Oh, that's a little different. All right.
Love you, Frank.
We like Frank. Frank's cool people.
Curtis.
He just played last week.
Yeah, I heard he killed it too.
Yeah.
And Curtis Atchison and I did a track that we finished, and that's gonna be coming out soon.
Very cool.
Got a couple of projects I'm working on myself. So yeah.
Very nice.
Maybe some more on
Nice.
Nova.
Yes, definitely
maybe,
more
maybe.
Nova.
We got some good vocals.
Yeah, you played the vocals for me. We got to talk about the
Yeah.
ones that I want.
Yeah.
So, I'm back home. My studio's up and working.
Very
So
nice.
send them over.
Very cool.
Awesome. We're excited. And congratulations on the new place and the
Thank
move
you.
and the change of atmosphere.
Thank you. It was, it's good.
I
Yeah.
hope your back gets better.
This is the
Oh,
year.
my back is much better now. Thank you
That's
for
good.
that.
Cool.
And good night.
Good night.
Buenas noches.
Harry's going to drive me home, guys. Isn't that
Train
sweet?
station.
He is sweet, isn't he?
He's a
Very nice.
sweetheart.
I'm going home.
Train station.
Do something.
What do you got to do tomorrow, Harry? Oh, that's cool.
Same thing last time.
Good night, y'all.
Ba ba ba.